All right. Hi guys. Yeah, I know I didn't mention anything about doing a live stream. I'm sorry if I didn't gave an earlier notice on that, but here it is, and I have here with me a special guest, Martin. Welcome.
Hello. The reason I'm not on screen and I might be muted every once in a while is I am in the process of eating two burgers because I'm a hungry lad at the moment. I will turn on my camera just once I'm finished eating my burgers because you don't want to see me eating just like you don't want to see me try and paint. It's not a pretty sight, you know. It's just. But thanks for having us as always. Always fun to be here.
You're welcome. So yeah, today we're just gonna talk about things, just stuff, movies, dreams, paranormal. Um, oh, hi, hi sis. He's a very hungry lad. Yes, he is. Hi, Cheetah. Burgers. Yeah, yeah. I love burgers too. Especially cheeseburgers.
I'm actually eating two cheeseburgers right now at the moment. So that's why I'm gonna.
Ooh. Oh, no
Yeah,
way.
I didn't have any dinner. I had no dinner, so apologies.
Oh, that's okay. All good. Hello. So yeah, I think it's with the paranormal videos that I've been doing, it's just something quite new and different. But I think in a way it's refreshing because as much as I, of course love to talk about movies and of course dreams, but even just to talk about the paranormal, it's just something that's very new to my channel. And yeah, I just love it because yeah, many people don't know that I have these paranormal experiences, and when I do, it's either something quite scary or something that's not scary but it's good, and it's something that's quite interesting. So it's quite nice to share that.
Uh, as well as discussing paranormal stuff, have you ever looked into videos about like stuff being debunked? Like, there's a really interesting video and documentary on a guy called the Amazing Randy, and he was a stage magician for years,
Mm.
and he decided to debunk. Actually, there's a character in Late Night with the Devil that's based on him, and essentially he went around and he debunked kind of hypnotists and astral projectionists and psychics and stuff. He hated Yuri Geller. Him and Yuri Geller had him and Yuri Geller had an ongoing feud. They'd appear on talk shows. Like Yuri Geller would appear on a talk show one weekend, and the following weekend, the Amazing Randy would turn up. And the Amazing Randy did not like the fact that Geller took people for like took advantage of people and took money off people. And in his will, the Amazing Randy wrote, "When I die, I want my ashes blown into Yuri Geller's eyes, so he's blinded." He hated him that much.
Oh wow, that wow, that's bizarre.
He hated that dude, Brittany.
Wow.
Mm.
Hi, random reactions. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Uh, yeah. Mhm. I agree. Your pictures behind you are just with places. Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean because in my videos you would see it like it would look like here on this side and now it's switched. So yeah. Ooh. How do they switch on their own like that?
Must be a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Did you
How
eat
is
chicken
that?
McNuggets in your room? Maybe it's a poultrygeist. Maybe that's what it is. It's a poultrygeist.
Poultry guys. Uh, that's a good one. That's funny. I'm doing good, Anthony. Thank you. Hope you're doing good. Oh, okay. That's nice. Good luck with that. Um, but yeah, yeah. Of course, I also watch paranormal videos. I'm not sure if you heard this, but there's this house that's like very haunted. And that the I think this family who have lived there experienced all kinds of things, and things were just getting so scary. And they actually call it the demon house because there's just a lot of scary stuff that was going on. And from I think what other people felt, that they felt like there is a lot of um, like demonic energy in there, like a lot. So that's why they called it the demon house, because it was just very unsettling. So even just hearing it, I was like, oh my gosh, how terrifying that is. And I never heard of that until recently, this year.
Brittany, did they give any background to the house? Was it like an insane asylum or a prison or somewhere where bad things happened? Did they give any indication to what it was?
Well, I did watch this one video of where they told of an untold story about it. So uh, there was people who have lived in there, and that the husband, somehow his behavior started to change. So he became very different to his wife and to his kids. And I think it was until, I'm trying to think, was it in the uh, there was a time, I think somewhere in the 90s, where these people were doing rituals in the house. And I don't know what kind of ritual it was, because there are different kinds, but whichever one they were doing, I think it really, they really brought in something. And I don't know if that was the cause of that, which I think it could have made it worse. But I think,
What
huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
was it a no, you're okay. Was it a cult that was performing the ritual? Were they trying to summon a demon? Or was it a bunch of kind of clairvoyants or kind of spiritualists doing a seance? Did it specify, like, was it people who were trying to talk? What was it? Kind of people trying to bring about something bad, or people just trying to talk to the dead?
I think it was an occult performing this ritual. So, but I think there might have been something that was already there. But I think when these people, this occult was performing this ritual, I think it just made it even worse, because that's when, you know, yeah, I think that's when all the activity within the house became much worse and a lot more um, terrifying. And so, um, and yeah, so I've heard that, I think even before this ritual was done, that different people were living in this house, but just when they moved in, they would right away move out, because they would experience something that they did not want it to talk about. So it whoever would move in would not stay for long, because they would move out right away. So I'm like, wow, there's something up with that. I don't know whether if it's the house, like how it was built, or if it could be the property, like where it was built. It could be anything.
The two kind of things it could be is the location. It could have been buried on a graveyard. It
Hmm.
could have been buried on a site of maybe spiritual significance.
Yeah.
Or the other thing is that, depending how old the house was, something bad could have happened. Apparently, there's lots of hospitals and psychiatric wards and prisons that are apparently supposed to be filled with malevolent spirits and ghosts and the like, because such negative things happened. It kind of it grew this negative energy. So it's either one of those two things.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm thinking too. And yeah, yeah, I think there was a documentary on it, and the this paranormal investigator, Zach Beggins, yeah, he and his crew did actually went to that house, so they did like a documentary on it, and it's actually called the Demon House. So it's actually free on Tubi, so I gotta check that out.
I'm very dubious of some of that Zach Baggins stuff. Zach Baggins claimed he slept with a ghost. He went to some he apparently he went to some hotel for Valentine's Day and slept with a ghost. This ghost would sleep with the visitors. And I'm like, what the hell, Baggins? But you know,
Yeah,
it could be him just acting. It could be him messing around as well.
uh, yeah, I agree. Cheetah says if any house was haunted, it would be the White House or any house of state where it was launched. Yeah, I think so too because you know, with all the corruption and all these things, especially it just draws a lot of negative energy. So I wouldn't doubt it if the White House could be haunted, but maybe people aren't saying anything about it because they don't want, I think they don't want to have that kind of attraction, so maybe they just keep it hidden, like, oh yeah, we just won't say anything because we don't want people to know, because we don't want people coming in, to do a paranormal investigation. Like, no, we're just going to keep this quiet.
Have to fight Richard Nixon's ghost or some shit like that. I am not a crook. Oh, kind of fucking shit. Um,
Hmm.
but I wonder, is there a documentary on haunted items? Obviously, you have the
Yeah,
likes of Annabelle and stuff, but like I think we get something like a haunted toaster, like in Ghostbusters, or you know,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, you may never know because I think any item could be haunted for a reason. Like, it could be a toaster, it could be a blender, could be even a hairbrush, or let's see, could be like one of those it's like a sip. I'm sorry, soap dish. I
this yeah, yeah, I get you. I'm telling you, some nights out, Brittany, my toilet's probably haunted because I've eaten some really weird stuff. Lots of negative energy. I'm joking. I'm joking. My toilet isn't haunted.
okay, because if it was, then it would probably because maybe it's flushing on its own. Oh, even that would be freaky.
I would. You go to Japan or something. Oh my God, the toilet's haunted. No, sir, it flushes. It flushes itself. It's automatic. Oh my God, I thought I thought the crapper was possessed.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Oh, yesterday I actually uploaded a video where I talked about where a long time ago I actually saw a baby pterodactyl ghost that flew into my mom's room, and it landed on her bed like it was a nest.
You dreamt of a pterodactyl hatchling ghost landing on your mum's bed.
Yeah. Well, actually,
And how many cans of Budweiser had you that night? I'm joking. I'm joking. Like
um,
like had you been watching a movie with dinosaurs or something? Like you watched Lost World or something? No, because again, that's kind of a thing. I think Your dreams, for the most part, a lot of it's just trash in your brain. Some of it might have meaning, but I think a lot of it's affected by stuff you've done during the day, like
Mhm.
maybe a book you read or something you watched or something you said to you. I know it certainly has for me.
Yeah. Um, although, yeah, this wasn't a dream. I actually saw it. It was a long time ago. I think I was a teen at that time. But yeah, I saw a
Wait, wait, it wasn't a dream. You actually saw a spectorial pterodactyl.
yeah,
Wow.
it was a baby one. Yep.
Do dinosaurs have souls? I suppose they could. I
I
just like, yeah.
I would think so. Yeah.
Just, someone having to go into the Natural History Museum and like blessing all the dinosaurs, throwing holy water on them. The power of the Cretaceous compels you. Just fucking, But uh, weird. That's weird. A ghost. That reminds me of the Final Fantasy movie. There's a Final Fantasy movie that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s called Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, and the story is that this asteroid crashes to Earth, carrying the souls of all these extinct species from another planet, and it reminds me of that. I'm wondering, like, could it be I don't know, maybe a higher plane of existence or something like that? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't claim to know. Brittany, I'll be right back. Just got to sort something out.
All right. Well, hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I am. Right now out here it's 105 degrees, but I have, well, let's see, the airons in here, I believe. Yeah, and I have my fan over here, which is on, so keeping myself cool. So yeah, because yeah, I can't stand the heat. I mean, I like summer, but I'm just not really much of a summer person. I'm more of a autumn person. And I don't know if it has anything to do with because I was born in the fall, but I'm just I prefer fall because it's much cooler, and you get to get a blanket, have some hot cocoa, and just relax, and you don't have to worry about the heat. And plus there's like Halloween, Thanksgiving, pumpkin spice, which is the best. Too hot
Hello.
outside. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fucking
hello.
roasting here as well. Hello. Although nowhere near. Jen laughs. Like when it's 22 here, it is super hot. And Jen's like, "What are you talking about? It's like 300 where I am." And I'm like, "Jesus."
What?
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
wow.
what's the temperature for you right now? What's like? Is it up on your computer or on your phone?
Um, right now it shows it's a 105.
Jesus Christ, how do you people survive? I would
Mm,
melt. I would literally melt.
me too. Like Frosty, the
I,
snowman.
that's why I have my Club Orange at hand so my throat doesn't dry out. But, the, what would be your top favorite paranormal TV shows to watch? Like kind of documentary live ones. I know Ghost Hunters and stuff. Is it Ghost Hunters or Ghost Investigate? I don't know.
uh, I think it's Ghost Hunters. I think there's one called uh, uh, oh man, I'm trying to think and I lost it.
Thank you, Natalie. It was just happenstance. But I actually, I wore this last night. I kind of came home and I was like, oh crap, I'm all fucking sweaty and stuff. So I just had clothes that were still good and I threw them on instead of like stinking up other clothes, new clothes, fresh clothes. So I put on stuff I had yesterday that wasn't as stinky. But yeah, no, like here in Ireland, if it gets to 22 or 24 degrees, it's really hot. But again, I think it's because we have a different measuring system as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we do Celsius and you guys do something else, or do you measure temperature in degrees? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Um, but so last night I actually saw this video of a animated video of what described in the book in Jurassic Park of Nedry's death.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, I saw that and oh, I just felt so uneasy, like just hearing that and like just hearing from what's been described in the book and seeing it of the animation. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm glad they did not put that in the movie.
the yeah Jesus, because again it was a lot gorier. It was a lot
Yeah.
gorier than kind of and than was in the movie. Like you can look up online as well. There's artists renderings and stuff. There's like really kind of creepy one that I'll see if I can open image in new tab. It's like it's a really creepy image of Nedry being eaten in the jeep, and I don't know. Actually, if you want, and I hope it isn't too kind of creepy. Let's see if I can put it in my background. Save image as save. I'll try. I'm gonna try this and see if you can see it. Virtual background and where are you gone? Where are you gone? I I'll show you what it would have looked like. Uh, Open. There we go. Okay, so I, that's what it would have looked like.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
So,
that's really, oof, that's gruesome.
and the other thing is, people don't realize in the books the Dilophosaurus, they shrunk them down so they wouldn't be the same size as the raptors, but they're actually much bigger in real life and in the novel. So they changed it.
Yeah, yeah, that's something I didn't know, and when I had found out that they are actually taller
Mm.
than they are in the movie, I'm like, oh wow, like okay, this could explain his gruesome death in the book.
Yeah, because the thing was, Spielberg and the producers didn't want people to be confused with confuse the Dilophosaurs with the Velociraptors, so they made them smaller and they gave them the frills and the spitting like those kind of lizards you see in Australia, and it was just to make them more distinctive from the raptors, which although they did spit and have the frills in the book as well, but I think they accentuated it more so they looked a lot more different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a feeling about that. That the reason why they didn't make them as big is because yeah, people would have got confused. Like, wait, is this a velociraptor or is this another dinosaur?
Yeah, I understand it. I understand it.
Yeah.
Um, Jurassic Park has been both good and bad for paleo accuracy and people who are interested in dinosaurs,
Hmm.
because in one way it's gotten kids and a lot of like non-dinosaur people into dinosaurs. In other ways though, it's confused people. It's kind of, people think when they think of T-Rex, they think of this big hulking brute that runs full force and roars all the time. um First off, T Rex most likely had feathers. Second off, he was not that fast. An animal wasn't that fast, and because Brittany he wasn't that fast, he would have been an ambush predator.
Oh,
He wouldn't have been like when it attacks, it wouldn't roar. It would have been like a lion. Say you were in the Cretaceous period and there's like a field of Triceratops or Parasaurolophus, right? And there was a
mhm.
tree line. The T Rex would wait in the tree line, and if one of the other kind of things strayed away from the herd, it'd kind of belt out, kill it, and then drag it back. It wouldn't like run roaring because then you're like it would be announcing it was there, and then the dinosaurs could run away quickly. It would have kept it again. They made the roar is cool. Everything about the T Rex and the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park is cool,
Oh yeah,
but it's done to facilitate the movie, not the accuracy of the animal.
right. And I know that there might be some people who complain about um how they look, like it's not accurate, but honestly, um I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter. Like, the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park don't really have to look accurate. I mean, if they want to dramatize it to make them look more, maybe a bit scary, to stand out, to look intimidating, then that's fine with me because I love how the T Rex was designed and how it looked in the first one, even with the Velociraptors. So I
Yeah.
loved how it looked.
Like they got really lucky because the week before the movie came out, Spielberg was like, "Oh, we've got this theropod. What is it? Dinochirus. Oh, nobody likes the name Dinochirus. Let's call it Velociraptor." But and like the scientists and Stan Winston were like, "Velociraptor was the size of a turkey. You can't, you can't really call it that." But then they found, I think maybe a week or a month before the movie was released, they found Utah Raptor. Now, some people say Spielberg went to the dig site and goes, "Here's a couple thousand for your dig, name it Raptor, so we can have it in the movie." That's one theory that they had. But again, it's like, yeah, no, they look cool. They look cool, and I will give them that. Jurassic World kind of cleaned it up as well because you've seen Jurassic World, right, Brittany?
Yeah.
You remember when Ms. Ronnie is having an argument with Doctor Wu, Henry Wu, about the Indominus, and he's like, "I didn't ask you to make a monster," and he goes, "Yes, you did. None of the animals in this park look what they'd look like in real life. We made them to look what people want them to look like, not what they actually look like." So the thing is, these are genetically manipulated monsters. They're not. Again, they hybridize them with certain things. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they don't. That's the excuse why they probably don't look like accurate dinosaurs. I know it's a bit flimsy, but I think it's a good excuse.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Drew.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed the Jurassic Park movies. The World movies, I what did you think of Dominion? Did you enjoy it?
Well, which one?
Dominion, the last one to come out.
Oh, okay. Um, well, I haven't seen the extended version, but I've heard that's better than the theatrical. I would say the theatrical one is good, but I haven't seen the extended version, but I would like to see that. But
There isn't
yeah, I think there are certain.
there isn't that much to extend it. There's only the I think I even showed it to you when it originally dropped. There's the kind of opening scene set in the Cretaceous period where the Giganotosaurus fights the T Rex for the first time. That's on it, and there's one or two scenes, but it doesn't really add much to it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. But like you enjoyed it though. You enjoyed the third one, yeah?
yeah, definitely. Although I think with the extended version. I think I might like that more than the theatrical cut, but yeah, gotta find where I can watch that. Um, but yeah, I do think in Dominion that the T Rex, Rexy from the first one, I think she looks just a little bit more like herself. So yeah, that was great to see, and I was really hoping to see that scene where she was at the drive-through, but when we didn't get to
Yeah,
see that,
that was put back into it. That was attached to the prequel scene. I
yeah.
There's parts of that movie I like. My main issue is that the plot line focuses on prehistoric locusts. They're like, oh, we need an environmental catastrophe. You have an environmental catastrophe. There's fucking dinosaurs running around. Why are we focusing on these giant fucking bugs? It's like, this is
And
stupid. My other issue as well, Brittany,
yeah,
is the Biosyn Valley. We may as well have gone back to the fucking island. It was just another isolated location with dinosaurs. Like, I liked the Malta sequence with the raptors, but I would have
mhm,
liked more to see more how the world had to deal with fucking dinosaurs being in modern civilization more. And I think they missed an opportunity. That the mosquitoes, locusts were stupid, and having it all set in the Biosyn Valley again, I thought was stupid. But that's just my opinion. If people enjoyed this movie, all power to you. I'll never give anyone grief for liking a movie, even if I don't like it. I just think my favorite of that newer franchise was the second one, and a lot of people hate Fallen Kingdom. I loved Fallen Kingdom. I thought it was cool. I think it's the best out of the three or new ones, but that's just me.
yeah, that's understandable.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I do like them, and yeah, they're good to watch. Um, but yeah, I think okay, let's see if I could find it here, or maybe not. Yeah, I've heard that they're gonna make another Jurassic Park movie, but they're gonna ignore I think the events of Jurassic World. Like I think of Dominion, I think, or
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I've
I
heard
heard
something
stuff.
like that.
I heard stuff as well. They're repurposing a script that was originally supposed to be Jurassic Park 3 about a group of young people who crash land on Isla Sorna. And I'm like, lads, you've done that already. You've done Jurassic Park 3. Like a group of novice people, they're on summer spring break or something, and their plane crashes on the island. I'm like, we've done this. It's Jurassic Park 3. And apparently Scarlett Johansson is in talks to be in it. And I'm what are you doing? What the like Camp Cretaceous is I think is the best out of the new Jurassic Park kind of media. Have you watched that actually, Brittany, on Netflix?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
It's an animated series, but it's really good and it's really dark,
Oh,
and there's a really good cast in it.
oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
What did you think of Jeremy Renner's performance in the town? I thought it was cool. I think it was actually one of the better elements of the movie. I wasn't too gone on the town, to be honest. But yeah,
I haven't seen it, but I will uh, watch it. Sorry, I'm also eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
no, you're okay. I can't say anything.
Okay,
I One thing that always confuses me because I know it's different.
okay.
Your jelly isn't jam. Our jam over here is in a jar and it's like really thick. where your jelly is just kind of real smooth kind of stuff, right?
Um, I think so. I think there's a is there a difference between them?
Yeah, it's a jam is like really chunky and has bits of fruit in it, whereas jelly is
Oh,
just like kind of just like Jello essentially, like spreadable Jello, I suppose.
oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. This one here is jelly because there's no chunks of grape.
Let's see, who is your favorite actor to cast as a superhero? Mine is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, probably Wesley Snipes as Blade, John Bernthal as the Punisher, and definitely Michael Keaton as Batman.
Hmm.
I'm
Um,
Batman.
I know maybe people won't agree that this is just my personal opinion, but my favorite actor cast as a superhero is Val Kilmer, Batman, and Batman
That's
Forever.
because yeah, that's because you're crushing on Val Kilmer. You love Val Kilmer. I guarantee you guys, if you go into Britney's room and you open up her wardrobe, there's like a shrine to Val Kilmer. She's like an embroidered voodoo doll to Val Kilmer. I love you, Val. I love you. You could be my wingman anytime. Um, okay, I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to choke you while you're eating a peanut butter sandwich. Peanut
That's
butter
okay.
and jelly.
That's alright. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he was my childhood crush, but um, yeah,
I
overall,
Brittany, I think he's a bit more than a childhood crush now at this stage.
um, but yeah, overall, he was also a great actor, and I've seen other movies of his that I grew up watching quite young. Like, let's see, there's The Prince of Egypt, Real Genius, The Ghost in the Darkness, Thunderheart, uh, Top Secret.
Have you seen The Saint?
Yeah, although I think when I did saw The Saint, I was maybe 13, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But no, I'm guessing probably Top Gun is your favorite.
Top Gun? Oh, yeah, Top Gun's my favorite.
Yeah, because he's not wearing a shirt and playing volleyball. I knew it. I knew it. That's why. See, she's not denying it, folks. She's not denying it.
No, no, I'm not gonna deny that.
But what was I going to say as well? You you had so yeah, no, you know what? Kilmer is actually a solid Batman. He's definitely better than Clooney. Um, and I think he's better than Affleck as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say so. I agree because just I think it was 2 months ago that I recently rewatched Batman and Robin, and as I'm seeing George Clooney, I'm like, well, okay, he's a good actor, but he just doesn't fit for the role of Bruce Wayne, Batman. It
That
just
that movie was fun, but it was all over the place. It was very
yeah,
silly. I mean, when they were breaking out like the Bat credit card, this is why Superman works alone, and you're like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? What are you doing, movie?
it, yeah. Uh, but But yeah, I'm just curious. What did you thought of Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze?
I've never thought a performance has been so shit and so brilliant at the same time. Like he was a terrible Mr. Freeze, but he was so fun. You're not putting me in the cooler. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Go. Oh, chill out. Go. Adam, evil. I have to take a drink because I'm after tearing my throat.
Well, yeah, I did thought I would say certain parts that were good and funny, but I felt I couldn't really took Mr. Freeze seriously
No,
because
you
he,
couldn't. He was puns. All his dialogue,
yeah,
Brittany, was fucking puns.
exactly.
Ice puns. Ice to see you. I'm like, Jesus fuck. Jesus Christ. What are you doing, Arnie? What are you doing? I know you don't do Shakespeare, but you're better than this. Come on. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that oh my god, that role. I'm getting PTSD now because of you, Brittany. No, no.
But do you think if someone could have uh, like if a different actor should have played Mr. Freeze?
See, I'm not going to put the blame totally on Schwarzenegger.
Oh no.
Yes, yes, he was a bit. He's known. If you're getting Schwarzenegger, you're going to give the guy puns and one-liners,
Mhm.
especially Schwarzenegger at that time in his acting career. Um, but the material, you can only do so much with the material you're given.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did thought was fun and quite funny, interesting. But yeah, I just felt like, okay, I can't take you seriously when you're Mr. Freeze.
Chill out.
Yeah. Um,
I think it was hair in the burger I ate. Yeah.
oh,
Hmm. I hope it's
Batman.
not human hair. I hope they're not human burgers.
Oh,
Goddamn rustlers! What are you putting in your meat now?
hmm. Oh no.
Could have been worse. I could have found a tooth or like an earring or something as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Batman and Robin is one of the silliest Batman movies I've ever seen. Batman Forever is better than Batman and Robin. Yeah, I agree.
I'd
I
love to
agree.
see the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever.
Oh yeah, cause yeah, I'm actually following this Twitter page of that, and so they tweet all these things of Batman and about to release the Schumacher cut. And so from what this person is saying on Twitter is that they hope that Warner Brothers will able to see how many fans are putting it out there that they want to see the Schumacher cut, and hopefully that if it gets released, that hopefully it'll be released by next year for Batman Forever's 30th anniversary. And I hope so, because if it does, then I'm gonna be there at the premiere. If it happens next year, which I really hope so.
I think if it does happen, I'd say Brittany will get a very limited cinema release.
Mm.
But maybe you never know. Um, I think Warner Brothers are weird though at the moment because like in one way they're like, oh yeah, let's put out the Snyder cut, and another way they're like, oh yeah, let's make sure the Batgirl movie never sees the light of day. You know about that, right? There was going to be a
Yeah.
Batgirl movie, and Brendan Fraser was going to be the bad guy, Firefly, and Michael Keaton was going to. It was going to be a spin-off from the last Flash movie, because Michael Keaton is. I'm not going to spoil too much in case someone wants to see it, but suffice to say, Michael Keaton's in it. But it was going to be set in that universe, and Batgirl was going to be set up basically the Burnside Batgirl design. I forget the actress's name, but she
Mhm.
got really upset. And the directors had their own personal copy of the movie taken away and put in a vault because Warner Brothers wanted to use the movie as a tax write-off.
Oh,
Batgirl, yeah, they weren't even good. They weren't. They done that with a bunch of stuff. They also done it with the Wile E. Coyote movie. There was going to be a Wile E. Coyote movie where Wile E. Coyote went to court against Acme because he was going to sue Acme. The company that he got all the kind of weapons and gadgets and stuff of. He was going to take him to court for the stuff. Not working. The main actress in it was going to be Leslie Grace. She was in a movie. She's a Latino or Latinx actress in The Heights. And what else was she in? Um, she was. Oh, she's not in that much. She's just in The Heights and Summer. But yeah, she was supposed to be Batgirl and J.K.
oh,
Simmons, Brendan Fraser, Michael Keaton. They were going to be in it, and yeah. But I'll just look the reasons. Cancellation. The decision not to release Batgirl reflects on our leadership's strategic shift as it relates to the DC Universe and HBO Max. Leslie Grayson is an incredibly talented actor, and this decision is not a reflection on her performance. We are incredibly grateful to the filmmakers and cast of Batgirl, and we hope we can collaborate with everyone again soon in the future. That's what a Warner Brothers spokesman put out about uh, the 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 movie. Apparently, it wasn't that good, but still, like even if it wasn't, put it out, give it a chance. Like maybe people might like it. Um, it
yeah.
sucks. It sucks that because that was good. That was that actress. That was going to be that actress's big break, and now it's just in a vault. And the whole thing was completed. I think it maybe needed a soundtrack and the visual effects. The movie was finished, Brittany, but they're like,
Um,
yeah, no, we're going to use it as a tax write off. So that movie can never be released as a result.
oh, oh,
So
that
yeah,
sucks.
yeah. Again, Leslie Grace, like she had like a couple of small roles on the Heights and stuff, and she was like, "Oh, this is going to be my big break." Because I know you're an aspiring actress, right? And say you got like a big role, a leading part in a movie, okay? And
Hmm.
then you were told in the morning, actually, you got paid and everything, but you were told in the morning, oh yeah, we're not going to release the movie. Like you'd be devastated, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
But yeah, no, but Brendan Fraser was excited as well because he was getting to play like a big villain role. And like, yeah, Fraser has had made a big comeback. He was grand. He's made a comeback thanks to Doom Patrol and a couple other movies he was in, and he's kind of like on the road to recovery. But that poor actress, again, young actress, maybe probably even younger than yourself, just kind of she was she her movie, her big role was kind of just shoved away just to save Warner Brothers a couple million bucks.
Oh man,
Hmm.
that's not right.
No.
Nope, definitely not. Um, okay, so yeah, on and off, I kept waking up like I don't know, like seven, 8 times, and I think that's because uh somehow I was kind of restless, and because I thought, I want to be able to do my stream on time, so I kept waking up like, oh no, what time is it? Did the alarm went off? So I'm looking at it like, oh, I still have time. I could go to sleep, but somehow I kept thinking, well, what if I miss it? What if I don't hear the alarm and I just oversleep?
What time is it there for you now? Actually, just as a matter of interest.
Um, right now it's 2:47.
2:47. No, no. Like, yeah, I understand as well because, like, you don't, you're like, you scheduled something and then, like, oh, shit. I missed it because you're worried you might have people waiting, and then when you don't come on in time, they're like, I'm not going to wait around. It's yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of something you have to be careful of as well, so people don't get kind of too. It's grand. It's like it's not the end of the world if people tune out, but at the same time, you don't want to let people down either. Like
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny how on and off when I kept waking up and going back to sleep, that I kept having these different dreams about different things. But I can't remember the other dreams that I had, but I only remember the ones that I had recently today. I'm like, huh, okay, that was kind of strange. Like, in this one dream, it was somehow I had a different kind of camera with me, and I was recording outside, but I had no makeup on. But it kind of looked like I was upset because my eyes looked red, so I think I was had been crying or something. And someone came up to me as I was recording outside, and they're like, "Shh, keep it down." I'm like, "Keep it down? I'm not even talking that loud." And so I remember just when I moved the camera at a certain angle, somehow it kind of reminded me a similar angle to Signs, when you see the alien on the tape, on the news. Like somehow that angle reminded me of that, like kind of similar. But yeah, even that was kind of scary.
yeah, I think when you wake up and you're discombobulated and stuff, you start to see things. You're like, is that really here, or am I seeing things?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
oh, sorry.
Hmm? Oh, uh, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of strange.
Again, it's just when you're kind of like, oh, what the fuck is that? It's like, why is there a grandfather clock in my fucking room? I don't know. And then you realize, actually, no, it's just a coat hanging on the wardrobe at a weird angle. It's just like when you wake up, it's kind of like, ah. But what else was I going to say? Have you been chatting to anyone recently, Nigel, or any of the boys, or any of the crack, or anything exciting with them, or anything?
Um, so far, let's see. So yeah, I did send the link to Nigel. I don't know if he's gonna join in or not, but um, um, either way, I think depending what he might be doing. So either
No,
way,
no,
I think
people are busy, but no, I'm
yeah.
just wondering in general. Have you been chatting to the lads?
Oh,
Any
oh yeah.
news? I'm not like, hey, where's everyone else? How am I? Why am I doing it? I don't fucking care. I talk for
Um,
15 people.
but yeah. I think yeah, I've been talking to them, and yeah, so far, from what I've heard is that yeah, they're doing good. And they're also busy with things as well.
People have their own kind of lives and stuff. They gotta get through. So we can't always be on here.
True. Mm. Did you
I
twitch?
sorry.
Oh, sorry. It kind of looked like if you twitched because you're in one position and then you quickly move that way. So I think there's
Oh no, no,
maybe
no.
a,
Yeah, there might be like a breakdown in the connection and stuff. I'm
oh,
just, I'm just checking other stuff because I got a notification. I hope I'm not being rude or anything like that. I want to double check. Ah, no, 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 because I had shared out that you were live on Twitter, and I just wanted to make sure that people had seen it.
oh, okay.
But
Oh,
yeah. Question, right? Okay, because myself and Jen got into this discussion. And it was funny, but we kind of got into an argument about it, right? So Um, ye guys pronounce it aluminum, okay? Whereas most people in Europe pronounce it aluminium. Do you find the word aluminium strange?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. It's just when you guys say aluminum, I'm like, but it isn't shiny, it isn't light. Like when I think of aluminum, I think of it's luminescent or it illuminates. But no,
Oh,
it's yeah, it's just weird.
it is. It is
Are are
weird.
do you say tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
Try saying tomato. Try say tomato.
Okay. Tomato.
Oh, tomato. Tomatoes. I'm trying to think of other words that like, you know, because you guys use sidewalk and we use path, and you guys use cupboard and we use the word press, and like, it's just interesting. Is there any words you've heard from, say, England, Ireland, or Scotland, or any other English speaking European country that you're like, why do they say it like that? Or what does that mean? Is there any word you can think of? Potato. Yeah, Natalie. Potato. 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 Yeah, of course, the Irishman has to fucking say potato over again. Potato. Potatoes. Fries. Like, what's the weirdest word you've heard someone from another country pronounce or say?
um. Oh man, that's a good question. I know there are certain words that I've heard that people would say differently. In a different country. I'm just trying to think what those words are. I think I'm having a brain fart at the moment.
No, it's one of those. It's the what's your favorite movie on the spot question. It's like you could have 100 favorite movies, but you couldn't think of them.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Golly gosh, Vincent, I got these tomatoes down at the grocery store. Well, my American accent. I tried doing an American accent before for Jen. I don't know if it's any good. Wowee, Brandine, let's go. Let's go to the department store and buy some detergent. I don't fucking know how Americans talk. Y'all come back now, you hear? Oh, I just myself and Jen used to pretend to be two redneck characters as well. Hey, Brandine, I'm gonna move in with you and your sister, and we're gonna live in the double wide. Yeah. Now get me a bottle of Coors and some Lucky Strikes. Uh, Out of 10, how was my American accent?
um.
Don't worry about offending me. Be brutally
Okay.
honest.
Well, I mean, I think it needs some work.
It needs some work. My God, woman, I'm the most American. I was born in Alabama. I was born in Alabama. I drive a Ford Tundra. I pay my taxes. I served in Iraq. I got shot in the ass. I'm a goddamn American. You can't tell me what.
Uh, I was in with the country accent. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, that's good.
We gotta feed them their young'uns. Let's go down to Walmart and buy 15 tins of peas.
Wait, what?
I don't get. I'm not a goofball. I just gotta feed them their young'uns. Just get me more cans of peas. I need something for dessert. What we get them for dessert? Whipped cream. Get them a can of whipped cream. They can put it up their nose. They like that. Um, yeah, there's some weird things I find about America, Britain. First off, I never knew you guys have chicken in a can.
The chicken in the can?
Yeah, I never knew about this. Maybe it's some regional thing. Jen was telling me. So you get a big fucking drum can and it's chicken in gelatine. It's like a whole chicken in gelatine. And
Oh,
there's turkey in a can and there's cheese in a can. Cheese whiz, I think. Yeah. Chocolates. How do you say chocolates?
Chocolate.
Cho- chocolate, chocolate, chocolate bar. Also one other thing.
Yeah.
Bar your Hershey stuff. I'm going to be. Can I be dead honest about something, Brittany? And I hope I don't cause offense. I hope I don't cause offense.
Okay.
American candy, American chocolate is terrible. It's terrible. I can't stand American chocolates unless it's Hershey's. I can't stand it because you guys don't use milk. You guys do not have milk chocolate. I think it's because of the heat. Because your country, a lot of parts of your country is so fucking warm that they put lots of preservatives and stuff in it to stop it from melting. Like, you can't get dairy milk over there, can you?
Hmm.
It's just weird. I don't know. Is it like
Yeah.
you grew up with it? What do you think of American candy? Is it nice, or are you just used
Um,
to the taste? You think?
I think so. There's some that I do like. Mostly when it comes to sweet candy, I like. But when it comes to sour candy, I don't like because I don't like anything sour.
That's what you did. See, sour candy is brilliant at the cinema because if there's someone with big ears in front of you and you can't see the fucking screen, you just like fucking just like down in front, you prick. Just throw the sour apples or something at it. You gobshite, get fucking ears. I can't see the movie. The guy looks like a fucking car with his doors open driving down the road. His ears are so big. Jesus. You just pelt. You pelt the apple sours or the bullseyes at them. But yeah, trying to think other differences that you guys have. Like, you know, you drive on a different side of the road as us. Um, what else? There's lots of stuff, lots of weird things, lots of weird shit. Like, again, our chips are fries, and we call year chips crisps.
Oh yeah, yeah, heard of that. Yeah,
Um,
I didn't know there was a difference, but yeah,
yeah.
it's interesting to know that.
Did I tell you the Subway story, right?
Subway,
About the
I think.
Subway sandwiches during COVID, right?
Mhm.
Subway wanted to stay open because they were like, "Oh, we provide a nutritional service for people in Ireland," and the Food Health Board went in and like, "No, no, what you serve isn't bread. According to the Irish Board of Health and Nutrition, what you serve is cake. In Ireland, your Subway bread has so much sugar, flour, yeast, and preservatives in it, it is classified as cake, not bread."
Oh,
So Subway
really?
couldn't stay open during COVID because their bread was classified as cake. It had so much preservatives and sugar in it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's like, do you feel that there's a lot of food in America that's like, Jesus, this could be better, or this could taste better, or this could be healthier?
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think there's just certain foods out here where I think, okay, this would be healthier if it didn't have so much of this in it, or this probably would have tasted better if they didn't add um other things, especially like when they add what is it?
Preservative?
Is that, yeah, even like instead of using real sugar, they use what's it called again?
Sweetener? Artificial
Yeah.
sweetener? Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're not getting real sugar, um, that's not good. But when you're getting something that's artificial sweetener, sugar, that's not good. And from what I've
Yeah.
heard, it's not good for the body.
Yeah, your body can at least break down real sugar. But
Yeah.
when like that stuff's in it, your body's like, what the fuck is this? We don't know what to do with it because it's an artificial sweetener. It's a chemical. It's not something that your body is naturally made to break down.
Exactly. And yeah, that's why I stay away from that because I think there was a time a long time ago where I had something that didn't have real sugar in it, and my body noticed the difference, and it's like, okay, uh, I need real sugar here. So when I had found that out, I thought, okay, anything that has that doesn't have real sugar, I'm not gonna have
Yeah.
that. But anything that does, I'm gonna, have that
Yeah.
because it's best to have real sugar. Because I think what I've heard too is that artificial sweetener, I think it causes different things in the body. I think it can cause cancer.
Yeah,
So
there
yeah, so
is
that's why
someone told me that, like, I think Canderel was taken off the market. I don't know if you guys, if it's still available over there. Canderel are these little tablets that people put into their coffee and stuff. They're like little sweetener tablets. They took that off the market because it was carcinogenic for a while. Now I don't know if it's
um
back on or they changed whatever was in it. But yeah, no, I know Canderel was kind of fucking giving people fucking things like bowel cancer and stomach cancer and stuff.
oh
Yeah, so but
oh
like
that's terrible.
I'm desperate as well. I don't know. My kind of weakness is fizzy drinks or sodas or carbonated drinks. Coke, Dr Pepper, Club Orange, Fanta. I always drink it. Like if I'm feeling low ebb or low energy, I'm like, I'll grab a bottle of Coke or I'll grab a bottle of Dr Pepper. I'll grab a Seven Up. I'm trying to go on to Seven Up. Not that it's much better, but you know,
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying, and um, I'm like that too, where I feel like I can't really stay away from soda, and when I do, it's not like every day, but at times I will. But yeah, I love different kinds of sodas like Pepsi, Coca Cola, Dr Pepper, root beer, even like cherry Coke, even the new flavor of Dr Pepper was just the cream soda. That one's really good.
I like Mountain Dew. We got Mountain Dew over here, and I like it. Although apparently a lot of people over your side of the fucking pond, ironically, don't like Mountain Dew. What's your
Really?
thought? Yeah, that's what I heard. What's your thoughts on Mountain Dew? Have you ever drank it?
Um, I remember I had Mountain Dew, I think a long time ago, but yeah, it's actually really good. Um, I think the only kind of soda I don't like is diet.
Yeah, there's something weird. There's a weird taste
Yeah.
in a lot of diet kind of, especially Diet Coke or
Mm.
Pepsi Max. It's like Jesus. It feels like I'm drinking detergent. It's like, what is that fucking taste? Ah.
Yeah, it does. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're putting artificial sweetener in it or if they're putting something else
Oh,
in
there.
it.
That
But
thing.
yeah.
There's probably more chemicals than goes
Oh,
into a bloody toilet in that bloody thing. Natalie says Coca Cola is my favorite, but my most favorite is vanilla Coca Cola.
oh yeah, that is really good too. I love that as well.
I'm just thinking as well. Coke, Coke and Levi's were the two biggest companies to use sex to sell their products. I remember the Coca Cola, the Diet Coke. I don't know, would you be old enough to remember the Diet Coke? But all these women working in the office, and they're like, they all come over to the Diet Coke machine because there's this big, handsome window washer guy who comes up with no shirt. And it's like, I want you to be no slave. And he comes up and he's like, she's getting a Diet Coke, and all the women are just looking out the window. Diet Coke break? Yeah, Diet Coke break. And they're just, this dude is like rubbing himself with the cloth he's supposed to be cleaning the windows with, which is disgusting if you ask me. And he's just drinking the Coke. And then there's the other one with the Levi's. The guy goes in and takes off his vest and his pants, and he puts it into the fucking the washing machine, and he's washing his clothes, and he goes out. He goes into the back, I think, to use the bathroom, and this woman looks around, and there's this blind dude. Well, apparent, there's this blind dude, fucking, um, Derek's corner. So she goes over to the washing machine where the handsome guy was, takes out his jeans and starts smelling them. The Levi's jeans and starts smelling them, and she puts them back in, and she puts him back in, and he comes out, puts his clothes back on, and taps on the blind guy's shoulder, and he's like, "Thanks for the glasses, Sonny. My eyes were sore." He could see the whole time, and he could see her one smelling the jeans. You don't remember that ad? The Levi's ad? Hey, Larry, we got Larry in the house. If you haven't checked out Larry's channel, the Horror Cat Dad, does fantastic movie reviews and does fantastic figure reviews. The guy has a collection even to rival my own. But you don't remember what is your favorite commercial growing up? Favorite famous commercial growing up?
Famous commercial. I don't know. Let's see. I think there are certain commercials that I like. I would say of McDonald's, but I don't know if this is either famous or not. But one of my favorite commercials is the Hershey Kisses commercial, where it's the Christmas one where they're jingling the song to "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." I love that.
The, I remember seeing that commercial on Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic, and there was another really silly one from Calvin Klein, where it was these guys in tongs, Christmas tongs, and they were like waving themselves about, and apparently their tin was doing the Jingle Bell song as well.
What?
Yeah,
Wow,
just
I haven't seen that.
Brittany's like, I gotta check this out. Ooh.
I do.
Um, Natalie
Uh,
says the Christmas Jack in the Box commercial.
oh right, yeah, that one. Yeah, because I love that one too. I'm not sure if you've seen that one or maybe you have. It's where what? Oh, they used to sell them. Where you see Jack's head, but you put it on the top of the antenna. So in the commercial, it shows where I think they're called holiday balls. I'm not sure, but
What are they called, Brittany? Are we talking about the Calvin Klein commercial here or the Jack in the Box commercial?
uh, the Jack in a Box.
But yeah, that's one word for it as well, I suppose. Yeah, Jack in the Box.
But so yeah, in the commercial, it shows that all of these round Jack heads, and they're singing Santa Claus is coming to town. But I think someone was having, I think, Christmas dinner. But yeah, that's a good commercial.
Do Natalie, do link it to me.
Yeah,
Do link me that
yeah,
commercial.
send it because I feel like it's kind of hard to describe.
But yeah, no, American commercials are pretty cool. Our
Yeah.
ones are very depressing. A lot of ours Irish ones are like road safety. With like people getting run over by cars. It's just like what the fuck? Because our roads are so fucking bad in some parts of Ireland, and there's young fellas that drive super fast, and it's like
Oh.
Jesus. There's commercials where like kids are just vroom, just sandwiched underneath the wheels of a car, and you're like Jesus Christ. They're there to try and scare people into slowing down. I don't know if it works, but they definitely scare people because, like, um, trying to think, is there any other Irish commercial? It's kind of funny. Oh, there is. There's this really funny commercial, right? So it's this woman, and she's in a bar. It's a Saturday night kind of setting. She's in a bar, and she sees this guy across from the bar, and he's all handsome and stuff. So she writes down her number, and she pushes it across the bar to him, and she goes out, and the whole time the music is playing, and real romantic kind of music. And then her phone rings, and it's like, "Hello, Kate, it's me, the guy from the bar." And it's like super, super, super fucking country accent, and she's like, "Sometimes it's better to text because his accent is so fucking. I mean, it's our version of redneck. It's like, how are you, Kate? It's me, the guy from the bar." And it's like, Jesus Christ. Sometimes it's better to text, you know? I remember that commercial.
Oh wow. Okay,
Thanks,
she
Harry.
said that. Yeah, she sent it to you.
Okay, I'll check it out. So check it out. It better be good,
I
Natalie.
do.
It better be good.
Yeah. Also, there's this a Snickers commercial. It's a Halloween commercial, and you see these kids trick or treating, but all you see is like this big head, this big man head, and then one of the kids says, "Here, eat a Snickers." Why? Because you're not you when you're hungry. So I think when you see this big head take a bite, all of a sudden you see the headless horseman. And I was not expecting that because when I saw the big head, I'm like, uh, okay, who is this? But then when I took a bite and all of a sudden you see the headless horseman, I was like,
It
oh,
makes sense.
okay, now that makes sense. But yeah, I thought that was such a cool commercial.
I again, commercials can be pretty badass. Some people, if you have enough imagination, commercials can even be better than movies. I think sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just curious because I have a question. Like, what do you think of the commercials today? Because I feel like when I look back on the commercials back then, like especially in the 80s and 90s, I feel like they were more, they were different and they just stand out and they were fun to watch. But I feel like commercials today aren't like that anymore, and it's quite sad.
I think, Brittany, it's because we live in such a day and age. Be it good or bad, I think it is good that we live in a more enlightened age. But there's commercials now. There's the commercials back then. I don't think you could get away with that because people, like, for example, as I was saying, that the kind of a lot of commercials there's a kind of there's that kind of company slogan, sex sells. So you don't see, that's why you don't see as many kind of Calvin Klein or kind of Levi's or fucking um Ann Summers or whatever kind of lingerie or underwear companies or anything. A lot of companies back in the day used to use sex to promote their stuff. You'd have like sexy women, sexy men wearing clothes, drinking food. I don't know why they're in their underwear doing this, but hell, I'm gonna have a Big Mac because that woman's in a bra eating a Big Mac. It's just you can't get away with that kind of stuff nowadays. And as well,
Yeah,
there's a lot more health conscious people as well because, um, rightly so, the companies are restricted from targeting children specifically for things like candy now because again over here I know over there is an obesity problem for kids between say like 5 to 11, and it's not the parents fault. It's like a kid sees a commercial, they're like, oh, Pringles, and they're like, they go into the store and there's a tube of Pringles, full tube of Pringles, and they're like, I want
yeah,
Pringles, I want Pringles. And it's like, the parents can't do anything because it's beamed into their head 24/7. So that's why there's a pullback and stuff. That's why you don't, I
yeah,
don't know if did is there still a lot of McDonald's commercials aimed at kids? Do you think? I don't think there is anymore.
yeah. Um, there isn't, cause yeah, I noticed like with the commercials at the time, especially if they were selling like the toys they would have, they would advertise the toys and the kids playing the toys from the Happy Meals. But yeah, they don't do that anymore.
No, it's
But
like,
also,
oh, sorry, no, after you.
oh, okay. Yeah, real quick. Cause yeah, like I think the McDonald's commercials were fun when they had the Ronald McDonald in it, and even like with the Christmas ones. But it's like now somehow I don't know what happened to Ronald McDonald, and it's like now they don't advertise him in their commercials. They don't make it as fun or light or happy like before, and it's completely different. Like, um,
It's
I mean, I
it.
know,
Oh, sorry, no, go
yeah,
on. I keep going across the apologies. Go on.
I know they want to advertise their food, but can they make it fun again, like it was before?
The thing is, Brittany, it's because there's definitely a push by parents advocacy groups and kind of the World Health Organization. I know the fucking WHO took the World Health Organization took McDonald's to task about their advertising because it is morally kind of questionable to advertise to children stuff that is obviously unhealthy. Now, here in Ireland, we do get
Mm,
kind of kids' McDonald's commercials, but they're always pushing the kind of, oh, have a juice, have carrot sticks, have apple slices, and instead of a toy, it's a book. You get like a little book or something like that, you know?
yeah. Oh, okay. Cause yeah, out here they still have toys, but they just don't advertise. I'm sorry, they don't advertise the toys in the
Mm.
commercials anymore.
Yeah, again, I
Yeah,
think I think there's a lot of there was a big push to kind of restrict what can be advertised towards kids.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Um, but yeah, I think with the holiday commercials, I think the Halloween and Christmas commercials they don't make it as fun or entertaining to watch like before. And I feel like either there's some that are okay or some that maybe not may not be as interesting. But even those ones, I'm like, oh come on, these aren't like what I've seen before, and it's just different. Like, can you just
No,
make it fun?
it sucks. It sucks, but the
Yeah.
fact is they can't do commercials that are targeting kids specifically, and sadly, as a result, you don't have commercials that are that. One of my favorite commercials of recent years would be the Duncan ones with Ben, Jen, Tom, and Tom Brady. I haven't seen that one. Like Dunkin' Donuts, Larry.
Oh, me too.
What happens in that commercial?
Uh, I think
I
the
can look
most
it up.
scene.
I can look it up. I don't want you to be poor Brittany's like, oh god damn it, I have to describe another commercial on the screen.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they gotta be fun again, because they were fun in the 80s and 90s.
I did see one really funny commercial, and it's this woman, this poor woman, right? She's at home, she's doing the dishes, and her kid starts screaming and knocks over a fucking vase and knocks over a kitchen table and fucking breaks the TV. And then she has to go shopping with him, and then he gets out of the trolley and he starts smashing all the produce and like eating chips. And then when she tries to kind of put him back in the trolley, he lies down on the ground and starts pounding the ground, screaming. And all it says is Jurex condoms, because sometimes you just need them. And it's like, like I thought that was funny. I was like, because sometimes you just need them. Again, that's just my sense of humor. It's like, yeah, don't use condoms. You might have a kid like this.
Oh wow. Oh, that's funny.
That's a good one. Trying to think.
Yeah.
Christ. Is there any other commercials I'm trying to think of?
What about the Mentos commercial with that song?
I done an edit of that with Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker. You know when he's dancing down the stairs?
Uh huh.
You
Oh
see the
yeah.
movie The Joker where he's dancing down the stairs? I switched the music and it's no matter what comes, fresh is better alive. And it just works so well with that commercial. I was like, yes, or with that scene, the music, and I used the PNG for the Mentos logo, and it just comes up Mentos, the fresh maker. That's just him lighting the cigarettes. Just like I was happy with the way that turned out. I love that.
Wow, that's funny.
I'm must see if I have it somewhere saved. Maybe I
Okay.
do. I don't know, but trying to think. Is there any other commercial? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I just again, I'm living in a different country, so there's different kind of commercials for different parts of the world. Obviously, is there any funny Irish? Again, the one with the texting was funny. There's one commercial I done. Oh, what's Larry say? One of the best. One of those best edits is the Bloodsport one too. Cracks me up. Okay. I gotta check that. Oh yeah, yeah. He punches your man in the balls and the Mentos, the fresh maker. Um, but one really cool commercial that came out in 1997. I done a video on. It was essentially an Irish brewery were like, hey, we need to get stout popular with the kids because let's be honest, stout is an old man's drink for the most part. Okay, you know, like Guinness and Murphy's and stuff. It's an acquired taste. I'm not a fan of it, but they decided to get the guys who animated Akira to do a commercial, and it's fucking insane. I done an entire video explaining it, why it was done and how it was done. It's basically it says in a post-apocalyptic city where six samurai have to get to the pub before it closes so they can get their pint of Murphy's. It's weird. It's weird. There's also another funny Irish one with Tato, which is a brand of Irish potato chips, right? And
Mhm.
it's the devil, and he's signing the book, people going to hell, and he looks up and there's two nuns, and they're like, oh, hello, and she's like, oh, there seems to be some kind of mistake, and he's like, yeah, oh, I'll send you back up, and they go into the lift, and they're all nice, but they're a bit cheeky as well. They're winking at the devil, and the elevator goes up and goes, good riddance. Now to have my lunch, and he turns around, and his potatoes are gone, his potato chips are gone, and the two nuns are just eating it in the lift on the way up to heaven. They only went to hell to steal the chips off Satan. It's a brilliant commercial. Aye.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, that commercial. Yeah, I remember that.
I'd love to do. I'm thinking of doing a stream. I must have you on it, Brittany, where everyone picks three commercials and we play them on the screen. We screen share them, and then you do a commentary, or you take the piss, or you say why you like the commercial. That's something. I'm just worried. I'm like with commercials, can you be copyright struck for putting a commercial on your channel?
Uh, I I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, that was the Murphys. That was the Murphys kind of channel. I'll see if I can Murphys. Uh, here we go. No, not that one. Last orders. Oh no. Hang on a minute, Brittany. I'll see if I can do this. Gonna try. See my phone. Hopefully you will. Try and have the volume up. So okay.
Nice.
That was so great to advertise Irish beer.
You, you sound kind of far.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah. First, you sounded kind of far.
Oh, sorry. Do I sound better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was a commercial made in the 90s by the Irish company hired the guys behind Akira to do an advertisement for beer. So it was just weird. One of my favorite commercials, Irish commercials.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I found the Oh yeah, I was right. Okay, so the Christmas commercial of Jack in the Box, when they were selling the Jack's heads where you put on top of the tent of the car, yeah, they were actually called holiday balls. Not kidding. But I actually found the commercial. It's 30 seconds, so I could play it. So okay, okay. So I'm just gonna pop it right here. Hopefully, there's no glare.
Holiday balls are coming
Oh,
to
that's
town.
terrifying.
You guys are sleeping. We know when you're awake.
It is terrifying. The children are scared.
But so be good, for goodness sake.
Stop by and get a free holiday ball when you buy a sourdough jack combo.
Jesus
The
Christ.
holiday balls are coming to town.
My God, that's terrifying. That's scary shit.
Right now, you can mix and match.
But yeah, I remember seeing that commercial, and I don't know. I love it though. It's I mean it's like funny, but at the same time it's quite cheerful because it's a Christmas commercial.
It's not cheerful, it's terrifying. The little girl in the bed with the blanket, like they're gonna kill me. And like you open up your Christmas turkey, and these weird disembodied heads like singing, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Honey, we're not eating that turkey. Put the lid back on. Santa Claus is coming to town. Jesus Christ, save us!
Well, it might be terrifying in some way, but I love it.
Gee, I don't know. No way, no how. And that's honestly, seriously, just the little girl. She's like, they're going to kill me if I go to sleep. and a look on her face. Aye. But yeah. Trying to think of other commercials. Aye. There's a bunch of rude ones I know. There's like one where these German tourists they get a CD. They think it's how to learn English, but it's
Mhm.
actually metal music, and it's either metal or rap music, and it's telling them very dirty lyrics, and they're like, ah, like the the lyrics is I want to f you in the ass, and the German people are just like, it's a family of four, and they're in the car, and they're like what the hell? Honestly, Natalie,
Oh,
I think it's terrifying. That is the most scariest commercial. Christmas would be terrifying. Imagine opening your fucking cupboard and there's one of those Santa Claus says, Jesus Christ, get out of here. Kill us! Kill it with fire.
yeah,
Jesus.
that's what they were called. I don't know. I don't think if they were called jackheads, if that would have been good. But yeah, they were called holiday balls.
They sound dirty. They look scary. What the hell? What the
Yeah.
hell? Okay, Brittany, maybe you can explain this to me, right?
Okay.
What is up with the Folgers commercial? Are they brother and sister or are they boyfriend and girlfriend?
And the commercial?
Have you seen the Folgers commercial, right? The
Oh, right. Yeah, the Folgers commercial. I think it's supposed to be where they're brother and sister, but it doesn't
yeah,
quite. It doesn't look like
no, it's like hey big brother, and it's like are these two sleeping together? Are these siblings? If someone done a parody, a continuation where the parents come down, it's like, we sent you to Africa. I'm in love with my sister. Stop fucking your sister. I just thought it was ridiculous. It
that.
was ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually remember seeing that, and I'm just like,
The
oh
hell?
my gosh. And
This
yeah,
is why
my
we
eye
sent
is,
you to Africa, because you kept sleeping with your sister. And the mother's just in the corner crying, what did I do wrong? It's funny. But it is weird. The regular commercial, because that one's a skit, but the regular commercial is like, are they siblings or are they a couple? This is, unless you can give me a definitive answer, this is super fucking creepy.
yeah. Um, Now, I mean, even though it's supposed to look like their brother and sister, but yeah, it
They don't
just,
act like it,
oh
like this.
no, no.
Big brother, it's weird.
So yeah, I think I don't know if Folgers when they did that commercial if they were trying to go in that direction, but I think they could have just went the other direction. Like, okay, instead of making them brother and sister, it's just gonna look weird. So instead, we're just gonna make them boyfriend and girlfriend instead.
Yeah, they should have done that. It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Oh, yeah, really weird, and it has my eye twitching. So,
God damn it.
yeah, I think I could send you that commercial if I can find it. Um, but yeah, I think Folgers has done some other good commercials. I just can't remember which ones.
Was that why they made hey, we can remember this commercial because it may be a brother and sister getting it on. That's why we can remember the bloody thing. Jesus.
Mm, yeah.
Bloody thing.
Okay, I found it, so I'm gonna send it Uh, to you, to Natalie. Uh,
Quick, think about the Batman Forever soundtrack commercial to make your eyes stop twitching.
yeah, I think that'll help, especially uh, "Kiss from a Rose." Because yeah, if I hear that song, I'll probably feel better.
I thought the words for that song was "Kiss from a Rose on a Grave." It's "Kiss from a Rose on the Grey," which is a snowstorm,
Yeah,
term for a snowstorm. And I'm like, for years, I thought it was Christopher Rose on a grave because I thought it was like Bruce Wayne's going to his parents' grave and leaving a rose. That's what I thought it was. Like, did you
um,
always? Did you? But no, it's Chris from a rose on the grey. Did you
yeah.
always know that the proper words, or did you think it was on the grave as well, or is that just me? Was I the only one who confused the
Well,
lyrics?
um, I think there might be some that maybe might thought that, but yeah, I think I always heard gray, but yeah, I think at some point when I got older, I thought, is it gray? So when I looked at the lyrics, I thought, okay, yeah, it's gray.
Again, I just thought "Kiss from the Rose on the Grave" because I was like, yeah, yeah, because I didn't know that that's a term for a snowstorm. So like, I kind of like, oh, it's referencing Batman visiting his parents' grave and shit, and because like it was all about trauma. That movie, a lot of it was about Bruce Wayne coming to terms with his trauma. So that's it. One other song from that soundtrack, "Hold Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, Thrill Me" from U2. That's a great fucking
Yeah.
song as well, and the video for it's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's also a really good song.
It
Yeah,
was,
I like that.
yeah, it was weird, Brittany, because the first Batman movie had a really big soundtrack with Prince, and then Batman Forever. Batman Returns, I think the only really kind of big song on that soundtrack was "Face to Face" from Susie and the Banshees. You know that song, "Face to Face"?
Oh,
It was it
yeah.
was it was Susie and the Banshees done that one, and was it who's the guy that's in jail now? R. Kelly done the soundtrack to Batman and Robin, Gotham City. Jesus, yeah, god damn, that was
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah, no one no one really does kind of movie Towie and soundtracks. The last big one I can remember was for the Suicide Squad movie. Um,
Yeah.
Hedons. I remember Hedons, and there was another one for that as well. But yeah, I don't know, like can't really think of a big kind of soundtrack. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, that was another movie that had a really big soundtrack attached to the movie.
Oh yeah.
But would Batman Forever be your favorite soundtrack for any movie?
It's also yeah my favorite soundtrack. Um, but yeah, I think there's some other ones that are my favorite. Like my other favorite soundtrack is Spirit from Spirit Stelling of the Cimarron. It has really great songs by Brian Adams, and
I
even I love the Lion King soundtrack too.
Oh Jesus, that's an amazing soundtrack. The animated
Yeah,
one, though, not that terrible live action crap.
yeah. I mean, I don't know why they had to do it live action, but I think I
They
prefer
have
the
run out
animated
of
one.
ideas. Disney don't have ideas anymore. They suck. But trying to think. Um, like the last really good kind of Disney standalone soundtrack movie and movie itself. I not a fan of it. My niece drove me mad with it, but Frozen. Frozen had an amazing soundtrack.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Um,
I agree.
um, Trying to think other kind of really good soundtracks from movies. Uh, Geez, I'm blanking. But yeah, no. Batman Forever had an awesome soundtrack. I got the soundtrack on cassette tape when the movie came out one Christmas. I destroyed the cassette tape. I played it the whole time because I loved the music on that was pretty cool. And it wasn't just hold on a minute. I want to check what else was on the Batman Forever soundtrack because as well as Seal and U2, there was other good bands on it. I thought there was anyway. Batman Forever soundtrack. Not sunglasses. Why do I want Batman Forever sunglasses? Jesus. Okay. Whoa, PJ Harvey was on this. Okay, so on the Batman Forever soundtrack, you had Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me from U2, One Time Too Many, PJ Harvey. And if you haven't seen PJ Harvey live, you're missing out. Uh, Where Are You Now from Brandy, Kiss from a Rose. Uh, oh, the hunter gets captured by the game, Massive Attack. Nobody Lives Forever, Eddie Redder. Um, Tell Me Now, Maisie Star. Smash It Up, The Offspring. Jesus, I didn't know the Offspring were in the soundtrack to that. There Is a Light, Nick Cave, another great artist. The Riddler, Method Man. Passenger, Michael Hutchence. Crossing the River, The Devlins. And what's the last one? Bad Days, Flaming Lips? That's a wicked fucking lineup for the soundtrack. And I think it sucks because no only people only remember U2 and Seal, but there's some really other good fucking music on that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. Cause I remember I did listen to the soundtrack of Batman Forever, and just hearing all of those songs, I'm like, these are good songs.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
everyone. It's just I think because those other two songs got music videos, Brittany. I think that's why people automatically remember them.
Yeah, I think so. But I also love the music score of Batman Forever as well.
Who done that actually? Gotta check that out. Who done the score? It was probably would have been Joel Schumacher. No, no, Joel Schumacher directed. Who done
Yeah,
score for Batman Forever?
I think
Who?
it's Elliot
Oh,
Goldenthal.
Elliot Goldenthal. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Sorry, Brittany. Elliot Goldenthal is awesome. He's done a fantastic soundtrack to Alien 3. Jesus, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So
oh
thank you.
wow. You're
Do
welcome.
have you done a deep dive video into hey Brian, have you done a deep dive video into Batman Forever? Like a review, maybe discussing not only the movie but the merchandise, the soundtrack, how like it affected Batmania. Have you done a video about that yet? Or just a regular
Um,
review?
I haven't done that yet. And I would love to. Although I don't know if I should wait until the 30th anniversary of next year or what. But
No,
yeah,
you should. You
I
should. You should, and like even if like maybe in that time you could edit in images and stuff on the screen with you, so you could like show, hey, these were the plates and stuff for cups or toys and different stuff that came out.
yeah, yeah, I think I should do that. Hello. Oh yeah. Also, let's see. So the mask turned 30 this year.
Ooh,
Oh no, wait.
no, it was
I
94.
actually
I
I
think
think
you're. Hold on a minute. I'll just check the mask.
well I think it's about to turn 30. Uh, July 29th this year.
I'll,
But yeah, even the Lion King.
Brittany, you're dead on the money. The Mask was released on July 29th, 1994. So you're going to do a special video
It
about that.
yeah, yeah, I will. And actually it's funny though because July 29th is my older sister's birthday.
Oh.
So it came out on her birthday that year. Yeah.
Did you go to see it in the cinema because it was her birthday?
Um that's a good question. I don't know if I oh that's right. So I think my mom did took me to see it in theaters. I don't know if it was on my sister's birthday or it could have been sometime after. But she, from what she told me, is that when Jim Carrey put on the mask, that because he brought this crazy, wild side to him that he never got to able to express when he was Stanley Ipkiss, and he was able to bring that out as the mask. So seeing him with this different side to him of the character, that somehow I was so scared that I was crying and I was screaming. So let's see, around that
What age were
time, I
you?
I was I was two. I was two at the time, so I would have turned 3 in November that year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was,
Actually, you know what? It could have been worse though. Bear with me 1 second.
okay. Hope you guys are doing good and enjoying this. I am. But yes, it is very cool in here, so I'm just glad that I'm not feeling the heat. And if I was feeling the heat, I would be melting by now, like ice cream. Melted away. He also repeated after Jim Carrey saying "milkin" without the S. Yes. Yes, I did. And I think it's because I think at that time I didn't know how to say smoking with an S, so I just somehow was trying to say it, but I just said it with a M. But that's okay because when kids are trying to learn a word, and even if they miss one word, no, if they miss one letter within that word, like they're still learning, but of course it comes out cute and everything.
Let's see. I don't know. I'll try and show you why it could have been much, much worse. Because the
Oh, because of the
mask,
comic book.
yeah, he kills a hell of a lot of people in this comic. Um,
Oh,
he murders the two mechanics that f him over with the car. And it's not like funny murder. It's not like, haha, we're gonna stick this tin up your bum. It's like he guns down people and cuts them open and stuff. And like, I don't know if you can see it there. Sorry, he's got an axe. See if I can find a gorier page. Because like
oh my
again,
goodness.
yeah, like no, he goes to town on a lot of people. Hold on. Yeah, look what he does to one of the mechanics. I don't know if you can see it there, but like he like puts all the pipes through the guy and hands him up on a chain.
Oh,
Yeah, so
ow.
yeah, because it was again like, and Ipkiss's girlfriend ends up becoming the mask as well. There's a lady mask in it.
No
I don't,
way.
yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to be um Cameron Diaz's character, but again,
Um,
and Arthur is in it, or Walter. Walter was a lot more violent as well. Walter turned up in the comic. Walter was this giant or cartoon. Do you remember the cartoon that used to be on Brittany?
I never saw the cartoon,
There was a
but I thought
cartoon,
watch it.
and one of the bad guys was was like Walter, this big Hulk, and he was psychotic. Like he'd cut his own face to scare people and shit. So like again, it's like as scary as you found that movie that came out in 1994. If they'd done it like the comic, you would have been like, you'd have been traumatized.
Uh, I agree,
Mm.
but yeah, it's funny how I think that one time it just got me scared, and but I think that the more I watched it, even when I got a little older, I would say I'm not sure when, but I think from 3, 4, or 5 and up, that yeah, I actually, I wasn't scared, and I actually got used to it. And when I actually would see Jim Carrey put on the mask, I didn't really thought it was scary. I was just like, wow, like he becomes this whole other person, like this other side to him that we don't see when he's Stanley Ipkiss, but we only see this side when he's the mask. So I just thought it was very interesting. So yeah, I think I just overcame that, and I wasn't scared when I was 2 years old at the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's weird. I had a friend of mine who he he when he was young he got really cool Raiders of the Lost Ark poster, the Indiana Jones poster when he was really small, and he started crying in the night. Asked his parents to take it down because it scared him. So it's like,
really?
hmm. So yeah, again, kids can take certain things to a degree, but you know,
Yeah,
it's just a case. Brittany, I am going to dust off because I think we're coming up on 2 hours, and I promised I'd ring Jen
yeah.
at a particular time. I apologize. I'm sorry. I can come back again if you're still on, but I might dip off and give Jen a ring. Maybe Nigel or someone will swing by, but I gotta dust off. If you're still on, I'll try and come back on again. Okay.
Okay.
It's been awesome hanging out, boss. See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye. All right, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, I can, answer your questions. Um, but yeah, at the moment, uh, it's me, the fan, just Aaron here, which I like because it's much cooler. Oh, hello. Um, Unknown Dark Deathwing. Oh, nice name. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, of course, it's summer, and I just want to say, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but you know how on the calendars it'll say first day of spring, first day of summer, and it shows the date. I don't feel that. Like, for example, if it was the first day of March, so from March to May is spring. From June to August, summer. From September to November, autumn. And from December to February, winter. So even on the first day of a certain month, it'll feel like that season to me because it doesn't need to have a certain date, like later that month, because it'll feel like that within that month of that season, if you know what I mean. I am just chilling. Oh, that's nice. That's nice to hear. I'm so sorry. I don't know if that was there, but that was jelly. I thought it was chocolate, but it wasn't. That's nice. Good to hear. Let's see. I got a ding uh, on Facebook Messenger. But yeah, speaking of which, what's your favorite season? Mine is autumn. I just love autumn, and I think if I had to live in the season of autumn forever, I would. Because I don't want to live in a season where it gets too hot or too cold. Best word is just right, you know? Sure. Okay, yeah, you can join me if you want to. Hang on, I'll send the link here. Okay, hang on, gotta type this down. Uh, I'm so sorry if you saw that. Whoops. Okay, I just gotta say this, but the commercial. So even though when I showed Martin the Jack and Box Christmas commercial, what you guys saw, I can't get that out of my head now. Oh, this makes me feel like I wish it was around that time of the year because I want to be able to listen to Christmas songs and watch Christmas movies and look at the pretty decorations and see the lights, the pretty lights and everything. Oh, I miss it, but it's like how many? It's like 6 months away. But still, even 6 months to me still feels long. Alright, so I sent you the link. But, oh well, but that's okay if it's 6 months away, because I'll still get to enjoy this summer, no matter how hot it's gonna be this summer. And then, of course, after that, then we're gonna get to fall. But then, of course, when we do get to fall, I'm going to enjoy that as much as I can before it gets to December, before it gets to the winter. So I'm really going to try and enjoy that before it gets to that time of the year. Even though I enjoy it, but it's like I really want to enjoy autumn as much as I can before it gets to the winter. You know what I mean? But yeah, I still can't get out of my head. It's catchy. It's just I just find it like especially with the song and the commercial, I just find it so cheerful, just like uplifting in a way, and it just feels so warm. Like if you're drinking like a nice hot cup of coffee or hot cocoa, so it just feels like that in a way, and I'm like, oh, it's just a good feeling to it. Like it has a warm, happy, magical feeling to it. And for those who know that feeling, you know what I mean. But yeah, I just love that feeling. I really do. All right, so let me know when you're in here, and of course I'll know when you get here because I'll see a screen pop up right there. But yeah, sometimes when I try to say certain words, I get tongue tied. Either, oh, oh no, wait, that's something else. Yeah, sometimes I get tongue tied. So let me know when you arrive. So Natalie, my sister, says, I love spring and fall. Me too. Although I gotta say, I don't mean to play favorites, but I just love fall the most. I I do, but that's just me, and I think that could be because I was born in the autumn, which is an autumn month of November. So that could be why, but there could be many reasons as well. I think so. So, okay, so let's see. Oh, hang on. Okay, she's right here. All right.
I can feel you to a kiss from a rose on the way. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the way. Only one soundtrack is forever. Batman Forever.
Yeah. Just thought I'd get that started for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
because I kept thinking you have to play that soundtrack. You have to play it while Marty is still on. But you didn't play it, so I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'll play it. But then he left, and now I'm like thinking, she looks kind of lonely. Maybe I'll ask her if I can join. So when he said, yeah, that I can, I'm like thinking, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And I did.
ah,
Well,
very
I want to be
interesting.
sneaky with you. You don't know what I'm doing behind closed doors.
Yeah, that's a mystery.
Yeah. It's like that with everyone, though. You don't know what anyone is doing behind closed doors.
Yeah, even like when I'm not doing my videos or even when I'm not doing a live stream, like no one knows what I'm doing, but what I'm mostly doing is like just things that I like to do, even like I get to watch a TV show and movies. So yeah, I do that along with other things.
Yeah, exactly. And like with me, whenever I'm doing my homework, no one knows that I'm doing it. Sometimes they think like I'm just watching TV, no big deal. But that's because I like to either listen to the TV, basically just my music while I'm doing my homework, and I'm like, yeah, this keeps me going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really fun. But yeah, with the mask, I remember our sister telling us that that with you would be saying "Moken," and I thought like well, she's a little kid. She's saying that when she's like a wee little kid, and it's actually cute.
Yeah, I was probably like what 3 when I said it or so.
I think so. I think around that time when the mask came out, I was, let's see here. I was about 3 months old.
Oh,
Wah!
that's cute. But yeah, I was 2 at the time when it came out. But yeah, I would have turned 3 later in November.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
And I think that's also why Jim Carrey scared you at first, because you were just 2 years old at the time, and you didn't know that, it was just, an actor trying to, be funny in the movie. So
Hmm.
with you, it scared you. But I think when you got older, like 3, 4 years old, then, you got the hang of it with Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey in The Mask, and it ended up being so funny that you just start enjoying it more.
Yeah, and I loved it.
Yeah, you did.
Yep, it's kind of like the T-Rex too. It's like at first I was scared. But of course, that was different because I was a baby. I was a year old, but until when I got a little older, watching Jurassic Park, I was no longer scared of the T Rex. I was actually more fascinated by it and just mesmerized by it.
Yeah. I think I think there was a part in Jurassic Park that really scared me as a kid. I forgot what it was though.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but I do know there was a scene in Jurassic Park that scared me as a kid, but I'm having a brain fart as well, where I'm trying to think about it, and I'm like, it's not coming to me.
uh,
Yeah, but as a kid, when it came to the mask, though, the bad guy, when he put on the mask, he scared me as a kid.
yeah. And what I find scary is that when he put on the mask, is that somehow his face structure wasn't the same and it changed. And even with the color eyes he didn't have that when he put on the mask because his eyes were red. And whenever he would get really angry, they would glow red. And I just find that just in a way like I think that itself represented the darkness, the evil he had inside of him.
Mm.
Yeah, because
That's
when you
that's the
see,
difference though with his character and Jim Carrey. Jim
yeah,
Carrey's character was that Jim Carrey's character, Stanley, his face structure and eyes didn't change when he put on the mask, but when it came to the bad guy, yeah, his eyes and face structure completely changed.
yeah, hmm
I want to know why they did that.
I think there could be a reason to that, but I don't know what that is. But I think one of the reasons it could be is that this is what I think from how I see it is that with a Stanley Ipkiss is that the reason why he didn't change when he put it on is because it's like he's still himself, but when he put on the mask, he had brought out this very wild, crazy side to him, this whole other personality that he had,
Hmm.
and he was able to somehow let that out as the mask. But as Stanley Ipkiss, he couldn't really show that side to him, but only as the mask he could. But um, he was pretty much, the good guy. And then with Dorian, yeah, the villain, yeah, the reason why he changed when he put it on because there was just a lot of, you know, darkness in him. So I think that's why his face structure changed and his eye color changed because he just had a lot of darkness inside of him because he wasn't a good person.
Yeah, very true. I think he had a evil wild side to him than
Yeah,
than a than a kind of like a amazing crazy wild side like Jim Carrey's character Stanley.
exactly.
Yeah, so it actually makes sense though when you put it like that.
Yeah, because I never heard anyone mentioning that, like if that was the reason or not. But as I think about it, I think that's what it could be. You know, like
Yeah.
it just shows like the kind of person that they are, and it just shows this other side to them. So it's kind of like if they're good, nothing's gonna change of their face or their eyes. But if they're bad, then yeah, they're gonna look different. They're gonna look scary.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna look really scary, especially when they have the most evil dark side to them and not like a silly crazy wild side.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Man, I wish that that the sequel was better because when you watch the trailer of the sequel to The Mask, there's not that much humor into it. Like I know Jamie Kennedy's in there and he's a terrific actor, but I just wish it could have been more funny like the first Mask.
Yeah, because I only saw Son of the Mask once, but yeah, I saw it once a long time ago. But I think I saw it because I'm like, well, I'm just curious, like how is it? So when I did watch it, and yeah, of course, I do like Jamie Kennedy because he's funny. He has his own sense of humor.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there was nothing wrong with him in the movie, but um, everything about it, I think, from what I see, is that they were trying so hard to try to be funny when it wasn't funny. I'm like, okay, no, I'm sorry, this didn't turn out good.
Yeah, it's almost like spoof movies. Like spoof movies back then, like Airplane, Top Secret, they were funny. But when you
Yeah,
look at spoof movies today, they're not as funny as the spoof movies back in the 80s and 90s.
exactly. And and yeah, that's the one thing I think we both have an issue with. That it's like, oh yeah, we like spoof movies, but the much older ones because they're funny, like Young Frankenstein, Spaceballs, Airplane, and Top Secret, and all that.
Yes.
But when you get these new spoof movies, I would say from the early 2000s even till now, like it's like that they use so much of different things where they're trying to be funny when it's not that funny, and it's like, okay, these movies were funny before, but now they're not as funny like it should be.
Yeah, and with spoof movies today, they make it more into like sexual content thing, and you know,
Yeah,
it's like, okay, these people's minds are in the gutter way too much. They should try to, explore new funny things, besides, sexual stuff.
exactly. Retro Scotty says hello there. Hi.
Hello, Scotty. I don't know why I just said it like that, like so casual. Even earlier, I wanted to put this in a live chat, because when Marty was talking, you were taking a sip of your drink, so I was gonna put Brittany casually drinks her, drinks from her cup, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I won't put that there.
Well, yeah, I know I was drinking from a red plastic cup, and you don't even know what it is, but it was the breakfast essentials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But at least you're drinking your breakfast.
Yep, because it's like at least I want to have something to drink while streaming. Because if I get too thirsty, I'm gonna be like, okay, hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I need to get a drink.
Yeah, that's yeah, that'll be anyone to be honest. Although with me, I'm just drinking water, and having a cough drop, since I'm still having a cough going on. But hey, at least we're not in the same room. We're in different rooms, so I can't say I'm getting you sick.
Uh, True.
It's just a
Scotty
slight cough,
says the
people.
mask. Yeah,
The
the
mask is
mask is
always
always gonna
gonna
be.
be the superior. Go ahead.
Yeah, the mask is always gonna be the superior film. Haven't seen Son of the Mask. Jamie Kennedy is good in other things, but the trailer, if I recall, wasn't very good, and Jim Carrey is superior. Yeah, I agree because the
By
first
the way,
one,
yes.
yeah, the first one with Jim Carrey is always gonna be the best. You know, I think it's gonna not is, but it is the best from that because somehow I did imagine a sequel, but not that kind of a sequel. I've always imagined a sequel where Jim Carrey comes back and Cameron Diaz, and there's like this whole other new story,
Yeah. The only thing I found funny in the Son of the Mask trailer was when um when the guy threw something at the other guy's head and he only said ouch. Like there was like no other emotion to it, just ouch.
Yeah, he was from the first one, and he was
Yeah.
also in those commercials of the clear eye drops commercials.
I remember those, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember him saying something like clear eyes is awesome. I remember him saying something like that.
Yeah, but the guy hardly smiles.
I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure why either.
It definitely
Yeah,
couldn't hurt if Carrie was in a sequel. Yeah, I mean that
yeah.
would be great.
Yeah, that would have been great if he was in the sequel, but sadly he wasn't.
Yeah, because let's see, because we do see him in Nature Calls, which is the sequel to Pet Detective, and he's also in even in the sequel to Dumb and Dumber. Um, he was also in the sequel of Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm thinking, well, if he came out in these other sequels to the first movie he did before, then why not The Mask?
Yeah. Um okay, that's a really good question. I hope to one day write a letter to the writers and producers and be like, "Hey, why wasn't he casted in the sequel to The Mask?"
Hmm. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's 109 right
Oh,
now.
well, there was a time I think last week where it showed that it was like 113.
Ah, oh my gosh, that's too hot.
Yeah, and 2 nights ago when I logged back into my computer, it showed around nighttime, like around 9 p.m. It showed it was 105
What?
at night. Yeah,
Uh,
105 at 9 p.m. at night.
that's crazy, man.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Yeah, it's cuckoo.
It is. It's very cuckoo. Hey, it's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I'm on Cocoa Puffs.
I have Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, you're lucky.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
are you trying to make me jealous?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not trying to make you jealous.
Oh, good.
My sister, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah,
Excuse me.
someone gonna be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes, why someone going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is you.
Yeah,
Yeah, not you, Scotty, but you, Brittany. You're going
yeah.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Do you remember them mentioning that in the commercial too about Cocoa Puffs?
In what commercial?
The Cocoa Puffs commercial, do you remember
Yeah,
how they even mentioned cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
yeah.
Yeah, it was actually really funny with that.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
So there's an article here about how Jim Carrey, it says here, he has a very specific condition for the mask too. Will Cameron Diaz be in it? So this article was published September 8th of last year.
huh.
So it says here, let's see. Yeah, it says he has condition that he will do the mask too, only with one condition.
What's the condition?
Um, let's see, I'm trying to find that. Uh, okay, in the past, Carey had occasionally had been adverse to doing sequels, but lately he has become more uh, receptive to the idea, and the actor continued by saying that whether he would be interested in returning for The Mask 2 depended on the director. The Mask, I think, myself, it would depend on the filmmaker. It depends on the filmmaker, really. I, d- I don't want to do it just to do it, but I would only do it if it was some crazy visionary filmmaker. Sure. The first film, which helmed by Chuck Russell, was released in 1994, despite having a modest budget of 18 to 23 million. It was a huge box office success, taking in 351 million worldwide. Then Son of the Mask, a sequel spin-off in which Jim Carrey did not star, came out in 2005 with only 59.9 million in revenue. It was critically panned and a box office disaster. Will Cameron Diaz make her comeback? Um, so it says here she left acting in 2014 after starring in three highly successful movies: The Other Woman, A Sex Tape, and Annie. Later, when she asked if she intended to return in acting in the 2021 interview with Bruce um, Bozzi, I think that's how you say it, during the segment of Quarantine with Bruce, she explained her reasons for quitting by stating, I'm never going to say, um, I'm never going to say never about anything in life. I'm just that person. So, will I ever make a movie again? I'm not looking to, but will I? I don't know. I have no idea. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it says right there. But yeah, he he did say that he doesn't want to do the sequel just to do it. But if it's like one of those crazy visionary filmmaker that will do a sequel, like who will have a creative, crazy idea for a story, then yeah, he would.
Yeah, even Scotty here says that Carrie wasn't all interested in doing the sequel and pretty much indifferent back then. But sometime in 2020, he did express interest in doing a sequel.
Okay, well, I still hope he that Jim Carrey does still have an interest in returning, because in case if they're going to do one, like let's say, I don't know, I think depending when they're gonna do it, maybe 2 years, 3 years from now, I just hope he'll still have interest in doing a sequel if it's like a really great story and if it's going to be just as wild, crazy, and funny as the first.
Yeah, I hope so too, because that would be awesome. And I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
I'm gonna change my avatar here because that picture isn't very it's a very old picture of me, and my face is really red in that picture, so that's why I'm just changing it to this now.
Were you blushing?
No, my face was just red.
Oh.
Yeah, I that to me that's like a very horrible picture of me back then. That was taken like years ago, maybe 2015, 16 around there. My hair was really short back then, shorter than it is now. And yeah, in that picture my face was really red. So that's why I wanted to remove it.
Okay. Scotty here says, do you all like Cocoa Pebbles? Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I haven't had Cocoa Pebbles in a while.
Yeah, I would love to have that again.
Yeah, me too. I
So,
think the I think if I can remember the last time we had it was probably uh probably sometime back when we were visiting Janet, because I do remember there being Cocoa Pebbles. And I kept thinking like, yeah, I want some Cocoa Pebbles, and she gave us some, and I think that was the last time I had it.
okay. So now I don't know if you guys see this kind of cereal in stores or have ever tried it, but I have it right here. So it's the instead of cinnamon toast crunch, it's French toast crunch, and I remember trying this a long time ago, but it's so good because when you put it in the bowl, and of course when you add milk to it, it tastes like you're eating French toast, but mini French toast, but of a cereal, and it's so good. I love it.
Oh, you know what? I'll be honest with you, sis.
Hmm?
I don't think I ever tried French toast crunch.
What?
Yeah, yeah, call me crazy, but yeah, I don't remember trying it. I mean, I remember cinnamon toast crunch, but I don't remember trying French toast crunch.
Oh, you got to. Have you tried French toast? Well, I'm sure you have.
He says he says he remembers the cereal.
Yep.
Oh, he was definitely a great
That,
cereal for sure. Oh, I'm I'm pretty sure it is, Scotty, but I haven't tried it yet, so I cannot give my expert opinion on how it tastes.
yeah, what I love about it is that when I got it, the it's not like those small boxes. This is like a big box because it's a family size, so more of it. Who remember waffle crisp?
Waffle crisp.
Oh, that's a cereal. I
It
haven't tried
is?
that. Yeah, I think wasful. I'm sorry. I meant waffle. Waffle crisp. I don't think I've heard of that. Okay, yeah, it's a cereal. So, I haven't tried it. Do they still make those?
um I'm gonna try to see if there's some Google images on it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Scotty wishes he can send a picture of it, like just right through, YouTube live chat, but there's no such thing as doing that.
Nope.
Let me see here. Waffle crisp.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
yeah,
you're
I
way.
see it right.
Oh, I have not seen that till now. Like I didn't even know it even existed.
Yeah, I never seen this before. Did it taste like
Me
waffles?
either. I'm sorry, just the
Cause
way you
man,
asked.
I can use some waffles.
you know, you know what my favorite type of pancakes and waffles are?
What's that?
The chocolate chip kind.
Ooh,
Yeah, believe me.
that sounds good.
Back in Margarita Middle, before we would do our SATs, um, yeah, before we would do our SATs, they would ask me like okay, we have different kinds of waffles here. We got the original kind, we got blueberry, we got some strawberry, we got chocolate chip, and I was like chocolate chip. I definitely want chocolate chip, and they're like okay, so they served me some chocolate chip pancakes, and it was my first time trying it back then, and I loved it ever since. And then over at Walmart when we went there last time, I saw some chocolate chip waffles, and I thought, dude, I want that so bad. I want to
Um,
attack the box.
then you do that.
Maybe I will next time. Too bad there wasn't a pancake cereal, at least as far as I know.
Oh, okay. So no pancake cereal.
You
Mm.
sure? I can look it up. There actually, um, I think there actually is. Oh wait, no, it's different. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Actually, no, with this one, no, it's still the same thing. Okay, yeah, they're all pancake mixes, but there's one of Captain Crunch and Lucky Charms and Reese's Puffs. Yeah, they even have Reese's Puffs pancake mix.
oh, wow.
So even though they
What's that?
didn't make any pancake cereal, they still made like Lucky Charms pancake mix along with you know Captain Crunch, which was it was called Berry Tastic. Just kind of answer your question, Scotty, on that. And they made the Reese's Puffs of the pancake mix.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Oreo cereal, dude. Oh, you're gonna have me have cravings. Shame on you, Scotty.
Yeah, I remember trying the crunch berries, which is good. I'm trying to remember. Did I try the Oreo cereal? I think
I
I
can't
did.
recall if you did.
I think so. That was a long time ago, and that was the only time.
And as for the berry crunch, I I think it was like Captain Crunch, right?
Yeah,
That's what Scotty's talking about, the Captain Crunch.
yeah,
Because if he's talking about something else, then I'm lost.
yeah.
But I think I do remember also trying the Captain Crunch berry cereal.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Um, yeah, it wasn't half bad. It really wasn't, but in my professional opinion, I preferred chocolate. You're close either way, Natalie. Okay, okay. It was a good cereal. Is decent with coconut milk. Really?
Oh, coconut.
Yeah, there is such thing as coconut milk. I actually forgot about that.
Interesting.
Hey, there's a lot of these that we don't know about these days, right?
Yep.
Yeah, as I said in my speech video for class 2 days ago, was that we don't stop learning after we graduate from school. We continue to learn, ev- every day in our life. That's what I stated in my speech video 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, we learn something new every day. Oh, he's trying to cut
Yeah.
back on sugar. Yeah, that's understandable, Scotty. Don't worry.
Yeah. But I think it's just trying to make me hungry.
I think he's trying to make us hungry. We'll blame Scotty for it. I really like soda, for example, but I have to cut back on it. Normally, I buy the pure cane sugar and buy a far reduced calorie and sugar. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, you can still experience some things that you can try that has less sugar in it. So no harm done with that.
Yeah. Yeah, all good.
Like, yeah, like they even say that with honey, some honey actually already has sugar in it. So you don't need to add sugar to your tea. Just add some honey and you guys have some honey and sugar because the sugar is in the honey.
Yeah, because it's naturally sweet, and what's
Yeah.
great about honey, for those who may or may not know, is that if you have like a jar of honey, it will never go bad. It will never expire, and you could have it for for so long, like 20 years, 30 years, even if it's past, like, let's say 100 years or even more, you can still have it because it'll never expire. I mean, like, the color will change because with I think it'll crystallize over time, so the color will change, but it will never expire, so you can still have
Yeah.
it for as old as it may get.
Yeah, like the honey that I recently got, it shows it has 60 calories in it. So, um, yeah, I love honey. I kind of feel like Winnie the Pooh in that way.
Well, yeah,
um, yeah, it even says here 34% D fee for added sugar.
oh, really?
Yeah. So, even when you have, your hot tea, you don't need to add any sugar to it because the sugar is already in the honey. So what you're doing is just adding more sugar in your tea, which is not good.
Yeah, true.
Oh, he has honey as well. Okay, so we're all gonna be like Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
Hey, sometimes I call you that because you'll say, "Oh, bother."
Well, yeah.
You can't deny it. You know you can't.
Oh well.
Oh well. All right. Yeah, I was trying to mention earlier about the Fanta commercial. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the guys like the men? They were in this really hot room. They had the fans going, trying to keep themselves cool, but the ladies came in and they started singing and they kept drinking the Fanta and they were like, "Don't you wanna?" And they're like, "Mm-hmm."
Yep. But yeah, I don't see those Fanta commercials like that anymore.
You don't see any commercials with food like that anymore. Like
No.
even with like Knott's Berry Farm. Let's see here. It was in my head. Come back. All
I'm
right.
back.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm
um,
back.
let's see. Knott's Berry Farm, Jack in the Box, Fanta, and I think there was even Coca-Cola commercials like the polar bears.
Oh yeah.
Okay, our sister, she loved those polar bear Coca-Cola commercials because she said that the polar bears were so cute.
Yeah.
And now when I look at a polar bear, I think of Coca-Cola.
But yeah, even with McDonald's, yeah, that stopped.
Yeah, even Burger King because when Burger King commercials were advertising Pirates of the Caribbean, um, I even remember there was a hand that showed that it was taking the burger, and then he said, "You better grab your Whoppers before the pirates take them all." Yeah, I gotta find that commercial. If I find it later, when I will show it to you.
Okay. But yeah, and I know this might sound strange because even though we're both afraid of clowns, but I think the only clown I don't mind is Ronald McDonald. And so
Yes.
yeah, whenever he was in those McDonald's commercials, in the 80s and 90s, it was fun. And even with the Christmas commercials, it was really nice to see that. But yeah, I think at some point they stopped doing that. And since then, you don't see Ronald McDonald anymore. It's like, okay, that's no fun. Like, okay, I know you're trying to advertise your food, which is great and everything, but did you have to really do that? Because I feel like now the commercials aren't fun to watch, like before.
Yeah, and I like Scotty's question here. He says, "Yeah, when was the last time Ronald McDonald was in McDonald's commercial?" And that's the thing. Kids today, in today's world, they actually don't know how much fun our time was back then because we had like Ronald McDonald in commercials. We had very fun Christmas commercials. Um we had a lot of great things. Like I think even when it came to you can correct me if I'm wrong with this, but I think it was either Burger King or McDonald's that had those Batman Forever cups that they were having.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was McDonald's.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they don't do stuff like that anymore. And I know it's because kids today are more interested in toys, but you gotta admit, those cups were awesome. They were really awesome.
yeah, because they had the glass ones, the glass cups that they were selling, and even yeah, even when Jurassic Park came out, I think it was McDonald's that had these like big plastic cups, um, and each picture, no, yeah, each one had a picture on it. Like there's one with a T Rex, one with the Dilophosaurus, and I think one with a Triceratops. But I'm surprised that neither of us had at least one or two of those. But I would have loved to have had one of those
I
plastic cups. Yeah.
I honestly don't remember the cups, but we can,
Oh,
we can definitely hang out in my room at some point and just like talk about that. But I do remember, and I don't know why I remember this, but I do remember some like Jurassic Park watches.
oh yeah, it was Burger King. Cause I
Yeah,
think at that time it was the Lost World when it came out. So they were selling Jurassic Park watches at Burger King.
yeah, they were. Oh, Ronald McDonald had a cameo in a infamous family movie called Mac and Me. Huh,
Really? Oh yeah, I've
interesting.
heard of that. I've heard of that movie. I gotta see that.
All right, let me switch on my TV. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I found the cups.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, on Google Images. Uh, oh, I want one. Yeah, these are cool. Okay, there's one with the um Brachiosaurus. Okay, so in here, oh,
Oh,
so yeah, so here, and then here is okay, that
wow.
is yeah,
That
the
was the
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they had these ones.
I'm not recognizing the other ones. What are the other ones?
Let's see. I think the one, the green one is oh, I think this is the Gallimimus, and the one at the end is the Sig Triceratops.
Oh, of course, Triceratops.
Yeah, this one here is the T Rex when it gets out, and this one is the Dilophosaurus, and you kind of see that Dennis Nedry's there, but you only see like the hand and I think the rope. I think, but yeah, these are really nice cups. Oh, I
Oh,
wish I
you gotta
had.
send me that photo.
Okay,
Oh,
can I
Jennifer
have?
Aniston appeared in as an extra in the Mac and Me movie.
Really?
Hey, that's what Scotty said. I'm just reading what he's saying. You had a Jurassic Park game? Dude, that's awesome.
No way. Oh, that's cool.
I am so jealous now. I'm so jealous of Scotty. He's so lucky. All right, but Mac and Me is free to watch Pluto TV and Tubi.
Oh, okay.
And here's what it's about. It says that a boy in a wheelchair befriends a little extraterrestrial separated from his family. So it's almost like ET in somewhat way.
Oh,
But I think less sad because from what I remember that ET was very sad.
yeah.
Yeah, especially when it came to the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like a low budget ET. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had one of those cups.
Oh, I know. I wish I had the Velociraptor one. Okay, now I see it. Okay, so we got the Brachiosaurus, the Velociraptor, the Dilophosaurus, the T Rex. Yeah, I think the green one is the Gallimimus.
Yeah, I think
It
so.
definitely looks like it. And poor Triceratops is so sick.
Oh, yeah, I want the
I
T
want
Rex.
that Velociraptor one.
I wonder where we can get it.
Um, I'm not even sure if they're selling them anywhere, but we can always, try to find out later.
Hmm. True.
On SNES had loads of games: Mortal Kombat, X-Men, Super Mario Brothers, Street Fighter, etc.
They're making another Jurassic Park movie. Yep, yep, I've
And
heard of that.
what's that one gonna be about?
Uh, let's see. Um, I'm gonna look this up here.
Oh, don't worry, Scotty. Almost everyone is old school in their own way. Like with me and Brittany, we just go all TV, DVD player. We don't even have game consoles, but you know that's I guess that's just us. But I think one day we'll have a game console because I've heard that playing games is not just for like anger reasons, like to get your stress level off, but it's also just fun entertainment. So
Hmm.
I do remember us, however, having remember that stick console? Like it had Pac-Man, it had like that digging game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pac-Man.
Yeah, but remember it had different games too. Like there was like I think space shooter games
Yeah.
or whatever, and it had that digging game where you I think like there would be like a dragon and then something else and you have to shoot at it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was a gift from Aunt Linda and Janet. I don't know which one, but it was a gift from one of them, and yeah, we had so much fun playing it.
Oh yeah.
I forgot how many games there were on there. I think there were five.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Can't remember. What are you looking up on?
Uh, well, I remember reading something that says since they're gonna make a new Jurassic Park movie, that I think they're going to ignore, I think, the events that happen in the Jurassic World movies.
Okay, so
Yeah,
are
so
they gonna just like make it like a Jurassic Park 4, not a Jurassic World 4?
I, maybe, or it might be Jurassic Park 4. So I think I think instead of the title being Jurassic World, I think it might be Jurassic Park, which I think I would prefer because even though Jurassic World sounds fine, but somehow it just sounds like a different movie. But with Jurassic Park, I don't know. I think it just sounds better.
Yeah, it does. And I think the reason why they named it Jurassic World because it's like the whole world gets to experience these dinosaurs instead of just, one group of people. But then in the Lost World, you do get, like the whole what was it, the whole city of San Francisco or New York that got to see the T-Rex.
Oh, and part two?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Okay. Well, I was close. I said San Francisco.
How
I
far
was
is that
close.
from San Diego?
Good he didn't attack my friend who lives in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
I was just kidding. He didn't go to San Diego until later, like I think after high school, because that's when he got into San Diego College and everything. And I think he's lived in San Diego ever since.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
surprise, surprise.
I'm I'm Marty. Hi. Yeah, surprisingly, I'm still going. Uh, yeah, probably like the energy bunny. The battery
Yeah,
energy.
the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
I remember that commercial too.
Okay, Scotty says, what looks good as far as upcoming movies? Well, let's see. There's Twisters, the sequel. Even
Oh
though
yeah,
the
that's coming out when?
uh next month is coming out July 19th.
Oh, that'll be exciting to watch. I would love to watch that one.
Yeah, and I think what they did, because yeah, because originally, because when Bill Paxton was still alive, they were going to do the sequel with him, and I think they're going to do a story with him, Helen Hunt, and with the rest of the cast. So I'm not sure what the story would have been, but I would have loved to have seen that. But ever since when he had passed away, they didn't. I think they didn't want to do the sequel after that. But I think at some point when they want to do the sequels, like okay, it's not gonna be. This story is gonna be different. We're gonna have whole new characters and a story that's gonna be different from the first. But of course, it's still going to be a sequel, but it's not going to be connected in any way to the first. No connection to the characters or anything. But I think that's okay because I think it's best that they did that anyway.
Yeah. They can try keeping his memory alive by mentioning him in the movie, or who knows, that might happen in the movie where we might see that.
Yeah, and this is what I heard, which to me sounds kind of crazy because I've heard that Helen Hunt was going to be in the sequel, but she had an idea, and her idea was if she was going to be in the movie of the sequel, but knowing that her love interest, played by Bill Paxton, since he's not going to be there, um, and everything, that she thought, well, if I'm going to be in the sequel, then maybe at some point my character can just get killed off. I think by the tornado. So of course, I think when she had that idea, they didn't like that idea because that just seemed like what? Like, oh no, that's just dark. We don't want to go that far to kill you off just because the rest of the cast and just because Bill Paxton is not in it, we're not going to kill you off. So they did not go with that idea. So that's why we're not going to see her in the movie.
Yeah. Scotty says that he thinks Helen Hunt could have been involved or get Kurt Russell to play a brother or someone related to Paxton's character.
Yeah, and because since Kurt Russell is also a really great actor, I think that would be good too. Like if he had played like a brother to Bill Paxton's character. Yeah, I like that idea that you had. I think that would be great if they
That that
had
would have been awesome.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of Joe's character being killed off either. So I agree with you and Scotty on that. That that idea of Joe's character being killed off, not a good idea because it's almost like her saying, "Well, he's gone now, so what makes everyone think that I should keep living? So I won't let this tornado kill me." It kind of looks like that in my opinion.
Yeah, it's almost like she's saying, well, even though I love the character that I played, but since she's grieving with the loss of who she lost of her partner, then it's almost like she's saying, you know what, maybe it's almost like she's saying that in a way her character should get killed off, almost like saying almost like a suicide request in a way, like, oh yeah, she could just get killed off, like what's the point? And it's like, excuse me, that's just going too far.
Yeah, that's when you gotta put a stop to it and being like, hey, just because this person's gone doesn't mean that you have to, stop living. They would want you to keep living your life.
Exactly. I think I read that somewhere, but I gotta find that. Yeah, yeah, I don't like that either. No.
Yeah, it wasn't a good
But yeah,
idea.
with this
Really
whole,
wasn't.
yeah, and honestly, when I read when she said that, it just caught me by surprise. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, no, no, but don't go there. Like, please don't. Gotta charge my phone.
I love it when you talk like that.
Really?
Yes. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. I live with Brittany, okay? I live with her every day. And her reactions when it comes to things like this, they never get old.
I don't know if you saw that.
I saw you peeking.
Yeah. How does
You're like a
Deadpool?
how
Huh?
what?
Oh, Scotty said, how does Deadpool and Wolverine look to you? That one
Haven't
looks
seen
good.
Deadpool.
Yeah, that looks good and interesting.
Have you seen Deadpool?
Yeah,
Lucky, I haven't even watched it.
I think when I watched it, it was I think 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Deadpool, and I highly doubt I've seen Wolverine, but I'm not too sure at the same time. So I can't really say for sure if I have or haven't seen it. But I think I do remember us watching, I think it was Wolverine. It was like years ago, and we watched it in the movie theater. There is one part that I'm remembering, but I'd rather not say it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're charging your phone.
Yep, charging my phone.
Oh, okay. Hey, you want me to slide a granola bar under your door?
Um, it's okay. I know after this I'll definitely find something to eat because uh yeah, the only thing I had was let's see, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the breakfast essentials drink. So yeah, and of course, I'll have something.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, it is coming out in July, and since it's gonna be a whole new story with new characters, I have seen the trailer. It looks good, and I'm so excited because I really want to see Twisters.
I do too. I want to see that movie. Maybe if mom wants to watch it with us, she can as well because she was mentioning before like she wanted to, you know, go to the movies with us to, watch a movie in theaters.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I think it would be nice for mom to watch the movie with us.
Oh yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so right now it's going for 3 hours, so I think I would have to end it soon. But
Okay, what do you want to end it with?
that's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, I know, I know.
Uh,
I'll talk to these guys about what it's like to live with you.
Wait, is that a trick question?
It wasn't a question; it was a comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying that I can tell all of these guys what it's like to live with you.
Oh, okay. All right.
She says I'm pain in the butt. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She isn't. She really isn't. I have to be a dork. I'm your sister.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's true. But for those who are watching right now, I will say that the next time I will do a live stream, I'll make sure to mention it like a week before, just so that way you'll know ahead of time. Because yeah, I know this was like last minute, but that's okay. I think we'll just let it slide this one time of last minute notice. But yeah, next time I'll mention it more earlier, like a week earlier before. So that way, once you know, then you could at least be ready for that. Like, okay, it's gonna be this day, it's gonna be this time, so you know, and all that.
Yeah,
We're
one
gonna,
thing that I've always known about Brittany, she loves to schedule things. She loves to plan things ahead of time. With me, I'm more of a going with the flow kind of person. Like I just take things as is. I don't really plan it. I'm just like, okay, all right, so this is happening. We're going to the store. Okay, let's go. And that's it. I'm not really a big planner, but Brittany is. She's a really big planner, but that's what makes her also very organized, especially when it comes to doing her videos.
yeah, and believe it or not, I'm also organized when it comes to other things too. Like okay, if I'm gonna watch something or if I'm gonna watch a movie, I might as well watch it now or sometime later tonight before going to bed because I don't want to go to bed too late because if I do, I'm gonna wake up late, and if I do, I'm gonna be upset. And that's the thing. I always think things ahead. Like okay, I'd rather do this now, so that way, once I do this now or later tonight, I could go to bed early, wake up early, and that way, once I wake up early, I could have time to do these things early and all that, you know? So, yeah, I'm just good at that. So, yeah, I just love to do that. And I organize other things as well. And some people might be like, that's kind of strange. Why would you organize this or that? It's like, because I want to and because I like to, you know? That's just me.
The only things that I plan these days is like when I get to do my exercises and my physical therapy. So if like let's say it's close to dinner time, but we're not there yet, then it's like an hour after I'm done eating lunch. Then I just go ahead and I do my exercising, my physical therapy, and then by the time that dinner's ready, I kind of like wait an hour just to kind of like breathe from exercising, and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to eat now, and then um, you know, if whether if dinner's ready around that time or not, then it's like I'll eat first and then shower, or shower first and then eat. But it depends
Yeah.
on how it goes. But what I mostly plan is either that or the movies I watch before going to bed.
Yeah, yeah. With that part, I'm like too, because it's like, if I'm gonna watch a movie, it has to be, I can watch it at any time, but I mostly like to watch it at night. But if I'm gonna watch it at night, it has to be at a certain time, so that way, once the movie ends early, then that way it's like, okay, now I can do this, like do these things here and there, before going to sleep and everything.
Yeah, yeah, it's good to do those things, and yeah, with me, I'm trying to read a little more since I'm not in my previous college, which kept me very, very busy. It was really stressful for me. You saw me how I was in my stressful days when I was in the previous college, but in this new college that I'm in, I feel like I can breathe more. So now I'm starting to do a lot more things. Like I get to do this with you, which, I haven't done in a very long time. And it feels good, and I'm back to, like reading my Bible, and I'm back to, doing some other stuff that I never really got to do before, because of the previous school. So it feels good. So now I feel like now I can start scheduling stuff. Like if I want to schedule how I want to go to sleep, how I want to, watch movies or whatever, then I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. So Scott says, yeah, I do my best to plan stuff and be organized. Definitely can be helpful in the future. Oh yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. I agree. It does help a lot. But were you
Yeah.
laughing or just,
No, I'm laughing because
oh,
we both reacted the same way. We both said we were like, oh yeah, definitely. We both reacted in the same way, even though it wasn't at the exact same time. We still reacted the exact same way. Oh, thank you, Scott. Yeah, sometimes we do that though. We'll react a certain way, and even though we may not be at the exact same time, like as I like to call, like we're twinsing someone, then like instead of us twinsing someone, we're just having the same reaction.
yeah,
I think that's also how some people can tell that we're sisters because of how we react to certain things.
true.
Yeah. Although I have a fun fact for you. Remember that new Spider movie called Sting?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's really in the top million movies that people liked watching, and here's how I noticed. Last night, I think when I was going through, Amazon, I was looking up on like double feature DVDs or, like double DVD movie collections here and there. Kind of like how you get Airplane and Top Secret in one DVD case. And as I was looking, it mentioned the movie Steen. I saw the picture, but it showed on there that they're only selling it for $4.99.
Wait, that cheap? I thought would be a little more than that.
I think people hated the movie that much because, not a lot of people, not a lot of people like spiders, kind of like you and me. We don't like spiders. So with the Steam movie, I think people hated it so much that they were like, you know what? We're just gonna sell this for $4.99.
Hmm. Oh, but I will say this. I know this is crazy, but when my channel reached 400 subscribers, I thought, well, to celebrate that, I'm going to react to the movie trailer of Stain. So I did.
Oh my god. No. No you didn't. No you didn't.
I did.
No. No. Oh no. 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 Okay. Okay. I'm a little scared now. If I watch
Well,
the movie trailer with you, oh god. It's gonna be horrific.
okay, but in case if you want to watch it, you can just cover where it shows the trailer, so you could do like this with your hand, and you could just see my reaction. But
What if I
I
just watch the trailer with you? You're not. You're not liking that idea.
I know. Ah, my fingers are cold.
Don't
But
scare me like
um,
that. Just from me thinking of the movie, it made me think of a spider when you reacted like that.
oh,
You
but
scared me.
so what's funny is that after that the trailer was over, I was still like, very scared. But then when I had exit out the video, I did saw one video where it showed where it was bigger. So as soon as I saw it, I got so scared, and a word that slipped out that I never said in my videos before, and I said, "Oh shit!" Yeah, Marty, he liked that.
Of course he did. He likes it when we're all scared and, having a certain reaction like that. Hey, that's classic Marty for you right there.
Yeah. Mm.
Wait, you have 650 DVD and Blu-rays?
Really? Wow, that's a lot.
Scotty, you have some collection.
And one question, um, because I'm thinking of doing this, although I haven't done it yet. But I'm thinking, because I've seen YouTubers where they would watch a whole movie and they would react to the movie, but of course they would edit out some parts so that way it won't be as long. But I'm thinking, what if I should do that? Because I think I would like to do that, but of course it won't be like a whole video, but of course I would have to edit some parts so that way depending on my reaction, like if I'm scared, so like if I jump, scream, or gasp, or laugh, or if I'm crying a little, or if I'm like shocked. Yeah, I feel like it would be best to show those reactions. But if it's quiet and I'm like, I don't think anyone wants to see that the whole time, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to be watching like a whole serious movie and then you're just like, okay, let's get to the fun part. Come on, where is it coming? Where is it coming? And um yes, I can imagine you like maybe doing a like a Jurassic Park reaction.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you should definitely do that. Do a Jurassic Park movie reaction. Like, just like watch the whole movie and, react to it.
Oh yeah, and yeah, there are other movies I have in mind where where I can do that. Like let's see, I'm thinking of The Thing, um, Batman Forever. Uh, I can't think of anything else, but I would say even like maybe A Few Good Men, and I'm trying to think what else. But so far that's what I have in mind. But yeah,
Um,
right. Ooh,
I was trying to think of one, but yeah.
uh,
What if it was a Disney movie like The Lion King?
oh yeah, I can do the Lion King.
But
I love.
I Dude, I'm loving your reaction. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh,
But I'm actually glad that you mentioned Batman Forever because I kept thinking, Batman Forever, please do Batman Forever. And then you mentioned Batman Forever, and I was like, yes.
yeah, I mean, cause I love it, and so
Oh, you said it. I love it. You crack me up.
you're welcome.
I didn't say thank you
That's okay.
yet.
But yeah, I should get going. So it's 3 hours, 27 minutes. So ooh my, yeah, cause yeah, I should try to get going soon because I gotta find something to eat, and of course I'm so thirsty. So I want some coffee, and there's some movies I gotta watch to catch up on. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
cause
and I should go on too because after I woke up, I only turned on the air conditioner because I felt warm in my room, but that was it. And then, mom was on like, "Oh, are you having trouble with the Wi-Fi too?" And I I told her in a very tired way, like, "I don't care about the internet right now. I'm here for the air conditioner because I woke up feeling warm and I'm cranky." And she was on like, she's like, "Well, I think the air conditioner makes the internet act up," and I was like, "No, it doesn't." I don't know where that came from, but it was interesting. So I'm like thinking, well, if it does react to it, then that means there's always going to be a glitch whenever the internet no the air conditioner kicks on, because like the minute the kicks on, all of a sudden we have no internet, and then we're like, why? By the time we turn off the air conditioner, all of a sudden it turns back on.
yeah.
It would be funny if that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
But
But were
yeah,
you
I need to eat and I need to get the mail, and
okay?
I
Were
want to
you
get
laughing
back
at?
to physical therapy and everything.
Yeah. Were you laughing at me? Cause just because I said that I'm like still thirsty and I want some coffee.
Yes, especially because you mentioned coffee.
Well, I gotta have my coffee. I
I know, but
do.
it's just the way you're saying it.
Ah, mm, okay.
Already had supper, taco salad. What, dude? Why does that sound good?
That sounds good. Yeah.
Definitely sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
A taco salad. I want one.
Oh.
Okay, this is all Scott's fault. He's been making us hungry throughout this whole time. I blame Scott for this.
Well, I think that's okay.
Oh, you're gonna let him slide?
Yeah, that's okay.
Hmm. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, you ladies better get chowing down. Yeah, we will. We'll definitely get something to eat. So, yeah, next time when I do a live stream, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. So, yeah, this was fun. I had fun here. Lauren was here earlier, and my sister got to join. So, yeah, this
I
was fun. But
I only said hi because you mentioned me.
oh, I thought you said bye or something.
No, not yet. Not yet. I
You,
only
you
said
kind of
hi because you mentioned me.
okay. You kind of sound like a duck.
I probably am a duck because of my allergies, so I apologize for that.
Oh, that's okay. Ducks are cute.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
very nice. Mine
All
had my
right.
own healthy version with rice, tortilla chips, and the garden lettuce mix.
Mm.
Can you tell him to stop making us hungry?
96% ground beef, 4% fat. Oh, not bad.
Not bad at all. Hey, at least there's less fat.
Exactly. Because, yeah, we
Hey,
don't need the fat. We just need the meat.
yeah, and you gotta stay
Yeah.
fit. Even though you love meat, you gotta stay fit. You gotta find something that doesn't have so much fat.
Yeah. But, yeah, very lean meat, been working out since May. Oh, awesome.
Nice, man.
That's
I've
good.
been working out since I think March.
Oh, 2 months ahead. Or reduce bread
I'm
consumption.
sorry.
Oh, huh?
I'm sorry, but what did you say after I said that? Because it showed that you froze and then your mouth moved too fast, and I didn't catch what you were saying. So what was it that you said?
He said, or reduce bread consumption. There's a gym where I work.
Oh, cool, very cool. Um, but um, I saw your question earlier, Scotty. I mean, you can react to the thing if you want to, but if I would also suggest a movie, I think it would be man. Um let's see, what's a good movie out there that I would suggest? Um I'll try to pick something that's less scary and less horrific. Um I would probably say Top Secret because it's a really, really good movie. And if you haven't seen it before, you should definitely watch it. If you want to watch it for the first time while doing the reaction, you can do that too. It can go both ways.
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, this was fun. So hope you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So stay cool this summer, and yeah, see you next time.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye.
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 Bye. Yes.